please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
आप सभी से मेरा आग्रह है, तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट थोड़ी कम है, हमारे अतिथियों के लिए जोरदार तालियां से उनका स्वागत करें सर। MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा द्वारा भारतीय खनन क्षेत्र को पुनः परिभाषित करने हेतु आयोजित आज के इस सम्मेलन सह प्रदर्शनी में पधार चुके समस्त अतिथिजनों का मैं स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन करता हूं।
Juhar. We are delighted to welcome you all to the first conference cum exhibition on redefining Indian mining sector on the theme Transformation through Industry, Institute, Innovators, Collaboration, organized by the MGMI Odisha branch. As we embark on the journey, let us draw inspiration from the words of Albert Einstein. The world, as we created, it is a process of our thinking. It can't be changed without changing our thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, this event will provide a platform for industries, institutes, and innovators to come together, share their knowledge, and collectively steer the mining industry towards a sustainable and prosperous future. We have gathered here not just to discuss the challenges, but to celebrate the opportunities that arise when these three pillars of our society collaborate.
यहाँ पधार चुके समस्त गणमान्य अतिथिगणों का मैं आर.के. पात्रो अपने साथी सुष्मिता सहाय व लोपामुद्रा पटनायक के साथ माँ समलेश्वरी की इस पुण्य भूमि पर आप सभी का स्वागत, अभिनंदन व इस्तकबाल करता हूँ। आज के इस सम्मेलन सह प्रदर्शनी का विषय है ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन थ्रू इंडस्ट्री, इंस्टीट्यूट, इनोवेटर्स कोलैबोरेशन, यानी उद्योग, संस्थाओं व नवप्रवर्तनकर्ताओं के सहयोग व माध्यम से परिवर्तन। यह विषय आज के संदर्भ में सबसे अधिक प्रासंगिक है और यह उस चीज को सार समाहित करता है जिसे हम हासिल करना चाहते हैं। ये सम्मेलन सार्थक चर्चाओं, ज्ञान चर्चाओं और सहयोगी साझेदारियों के लिए उत्प्रेरक होगा, जो कोयला उद्योग में निश्चित रूप में नवाचार और दक्षता को बढ़ावा देगा।
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have among us our honorable chief guest of the occasion, Shri P.M. Prasad Sir, Chairman Coal India Limited, who will be joining us through VC. We have among us our guest of honors, Dr. P.S. Prasad, CMD SCCL, Dr. Veera Reddy, DT CIL and President MGMI, Dr. P.S. Mishra, CMD SCCL, Dr. Veera Reddy, DT CIL and President MGMI, Shri Mukesh Chaudhary, Director Marketing CIL, Professor Arvind Kumar Mishra, Director CSR Simfer, Shri Ajay Kumar, Director Technical PND CMPDI, Shri P.H. Singh, Director Technical PNP NCL. Please give a big round of applause for our dignitaries, our guest of honors for this occasion. We have among us Shri O.P. Singh Sir, Chairman Co-Managing Director MCL and Chairman MGMI Odisha Branch, Shri Keshav Rao DP MCL, Shri P.K. Patel CVO MCL, Shri J.K. Bora, Director Technical Operation MCL, and Vice Chairman MGMI Odisha Branch, Shri A.K. Behura, DF MCL and Vice Chairman MGMI Odisha Branch, Shri A.S. Bapar, DT-PNP MCL and Vice Chairman MGMI Odisha Branch, and professors from distinguished institutes. Please give a big round of applause for all our dignitaries. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to grace the CERIMS 2023 with all admiration, I request respected Dr. P.S. Mishra Sir, CMD SCCL, Shri O.P. Singh Sir, CMD MCL, Dr. B. Veera Reddy Sir, DTCIL, Shri Mukesh Chaudhary Sir, Director Marketing CIL, and Professor Shri A.K. Mishra Sir, Director CSIR SIMFER, to kindly join us on the stage and grace the occasion. I request Shri M.S. Sharma Sir, GM Environment, to kindly escort the dignitaries to the dais, please. I also request Shri Keshav Rao Sir, Director Personnel MCL, Shri P.K. Patel Sir, CVO MCL, Shri J.K. Bora Sir, DT Operation MCL, Shri A.K. Behura Sir, Director Finance MCL, Shri Ajay Kumar Sir, Director Technical PND CMPDI, Shri A.S. Bapat Sir, Director Technical PNP MCL, and Shri S.P. Singh Sir, Director Technical PNP NCL, to kindly take their seats on the dais. And I request Shri Samir Das Sir, GM Production MCL, to kindly escort the dignitaries to the dais, please.
हमारे गणमान्य अतिथियों के मंचासीन होने के बाद अब बारी है कि हम अपने पारंपरिक रीति रिवाजों का निर्वहन व पालन करते हुए अपने सभी अतिथियों का स्वागत व सम्मान करें। इस क्रम की शुरुआत करते हुए मैं ससम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा महाप्रबंधक व श्री MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा के सचिव आदरणीय ए.के. सिंह साहब को कि वे आएँ और SCCL के अध्यक्ष सह प्रबंध निर्देशक व हमारे की नोट स्पीकर आदरणीय डॉक्टर प्रेम सागर मिश्रा साहब का पुष्प गुच्छ देकर उनका स्वागत व सम्मान करें। अब मैं विनम्रतापूर्वक आमंत्रित करूंगा महाप्रबंधक वसुंधरा क्षेत्र श्रीमान पी बुचिर। अब मैं ससम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा महाप्रबंधक लिंगराज क्षेत्र आदरणीय बिस्वाल साहब को कि वे आएँ और MCL के अध्यक्ष प्रबंध निर्देशक और MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा के चेयरमैन आदरणीय O.P. सिंह साहब का पुष्पगुच्छ देकर उनका स्वागत व सम्मान करें। अब मैं ऐसा सम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा A.K. ढाल साहब से महाप्रबंधक जगन्नाथ क्षेत्र कि वे आएँ और निर्देशक तकनीकी कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड एवं CCL के अध्यक्ष प्रबंध निर्देशक व MGMI इंडिया के अध्यक्ष आदरणीय डॉक्टर B. वीरा रेड्डी साहब का स्वागत और सम्मान पुष्प गुच्छ प्रदान करके करें। अब मैं दरगढ़ साहब से आग्रह करूंगा कि सर आप आएँ और स्वागत करें हमारे निर्देशक विपणन कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड आदरणीय मुकेश चौधरी साहब का स्वागत सम्मान पुष्पगुच्छ प्रदान करके करें। सॉरी सर। अब मैं दरगढ़ साहब आपसे आग्रह करूंगा कि आप हमारे बीच उपस्थित निर्देशक CSIR सिम्फर आदरणीय प्रोफेसर अरविंद कुमार मिश्रा साहब का स्वागत पुष्पगुच्छ प्रदान करके करें। अब मैं ससम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा सत्यजीत ओझा साहब को TS2 DTPNP कि वे आएं और स्वागत करें हमारे MCL के निर्देशक कार्मिक आदरणीय केशव राव साहब का। इसके बाद मैं आमंत्रित करूंगा संबित पटनायक साहब को GM सिविल कि वे आएं और हमारे बीच उपस्थित CVO MCL आदरणीय PK पटेल साहब का स्वागत पुष्पगुच्छ से करें। अब मैं ससम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा गोवर्धन महापात्रो साहब को GM E&M कि वे आएं और स्वागत करें हमारे निर्देशक तकनीकी संचालन आदरणीय JK बोरा साहब का। अब मैं ससम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा महाप्रबंधक सुरक्षा एवं बचाव आदरणीय CP गर्ग साहब को कि वे आएं और हमारे बीच उपस्थित निर्देशक वित्त MCL आदरणीय AK बोरा साहब का स्वागत पुष्पगुच्छ प्रदान करके करें।
May I request Shri Sambit Patnaik, GM Civil, to welcome Shri Ajay Kumar, Director Technical PND CMI. Sambit Patnaik to welcome Shri Ajay Kumar, Director Technical PND CMPDI. Thank you, sir. I request Shri Subrat Biswal, GM Lingaraj area, to welcome Shri A.S. Bapad, Director Technical PNP MCL. Shri Subrat Biswal to welcome Shri A.S. Bapad, Director Technical PNP MCL. Now I request Shri Swarnakar, GM Hingula area, to welcome Shri SP Singh, DTPNP NCL. Swarnakar sir to welcome Shri SP Singh sir, DTPNP NCL. Our dignitaries of the dais, I request Shri A.K. Pandey sir, GMPNP, to welcome Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh, Honorary Editor, MGMI, with a flower bouquet. Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh, Honorary Editor, MGMI. Please give a big round of applause. I once again request sir to welcome Professor S.S. Rai, IIT ISM, Dhanbad, with a flower bouquet. Once again, I request sir to welcome Professor H.B. Sahu, Dean NIT Raulkala, with a flower bouquet. Again, I request sir to welcome Professor D.P. Mishra, HOD Mining, IIT ISM, Dhanbad, with a flower bouquet. Once again, I request sir to welcome Professor P.Y. Dhekne, NIT Raipur, with a flower bouquet. Thank you so much, sir.
एक अत्यंत मनोहर स्वागत हुआ हमारे मंचासीन गणमान्यों का और हमारे अतिथियों का। और इस स्वागत के बाद चलिए याद करते हैं परमपिता परमेश्वर को, निभाते हैं हमारी एक और परंपरा दीप प्रज्वलन की। हमारे माननीय मंचासीन गणमान्यों से विनम्र निवेदन है कि वे कृपया आगे आकर दीप प्रज्वलन करें और इस समारोह की शुरुआत करें, इसका आगाज़ करें, आरंभ करें। तो मैं निवेदन करना चाहूँगी हमारे डिग्निटरीज से कि वे कृपया दीप प्रज्वलन के लिए आगे आएँ। दीप प्रज्वलन। Ladies and gentlemen, this occasion shall begin with lighting of the auspicious lamp. So as per Indian tradition, for lighting of the lamp, our dignitaries are joining for illuminating this auspicious lamp. May all the darkness be removed. May all the negativity be removed. May we could connect more to ourselves. May all the knowledge and positivity flow in this hall. Thank you, sir. Asto ma sadgamay, tamso ma jyotirgamay, मृत्यो मा मृतम गमय।
धन्यवाद सर। दीप प्रज्वलन की इस प्रारंभिक पथक के साथ इस सभागार में प्रकाश रूपी ऊर्जा के संचार के बाद अब समय है कि हम हमारे सम्मान, हमारी शान व हमारे अभिमान, हमारे कॉर्पोरेट गीत का गान करके उसका सम्मान करें। आप सभी से आग्रह है कि आप सभी अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर हमारे इस कॉर्पोरेट गीत का गान एवं उसका सम्मान करें।
हमारे मिले कदम, हमारा चौड़ा सीना, विशाल कंधे हमारे, हाथ फौलाद हमारे। हम हैं आग, हम हैं बिजली, हम हैं शक्ति की खान, हम हैं कोल इंडिया हम। अंधेरे से खोद लाते हम उजाले खुशियों के, चट्टाने फोड़ जुटा दे हम ईंधन लाखों के। हम हैं कोल इंडिया हम। कदम मिले चले ताल मिलाकर, साथ पकड़ कर बाहें, हम लाए काला हीरा हमसे उज्जवल देश गिरा है। हम हैं आग, हम हैं बिजली, हम एकता की खान, हम हैं कोल इंडिया हम। हम हैं कोल इंडिया हम।
Please be seated. Now may I request Shri J.K. Bora sir, Director Technical Operation MCL and Vice Chairman of MGMI Odisha branch for the welcome address. Please sir.
Namaskar and good morning to every one of you. And A warm welcome to the conference cum exhibition on redefining the Indian mining sector today. I welcome each and every one of you to this beautiful program today that MGMI is hosting. Respected CMD SCCL, Sri P.S. Mishra Sahab, CMD MCL, Sri O.P. Singh Sahab, DTCIL, come CMD CCL, come President MGMI, Sri Veera Reddy Sahab, Professor A.K. Mishra, and all other dignitaries present on the stage. Distinguished speakers, and everybody, all delegates, everyone present in the hall. I'm truly honored and privileged to welcome on behalf of the Odisha chapter of MGMI, our respected CMD SCCL and other dignitaries present on the dais, to this who has accepted our invitation and has joined us today. We are truly delighted to have you all with us here today as we embark on a journey to explore the dynamic and transformative potential of the mining industry in India. The mining sector has always been a backbone of our nation's industrial and economic progress. Today, we gather here not only to celebrate its rich history, but also to look forward to the exciting future that awaits us. The theme of our conference today is transformation through I3 collaboration. I3 is Industry, Institute, and Innovators, which aptly reflects the spirit of innovation, progress that has always driven the mining sector. By bringing together the best minds from the industry, academia, and the innovators community, we aim to redefine the Indian mining sector for a better tomorrow. Our distinguished speakers, industry experts, scholars, and innovators have come together to share their knowledge, experience, and visions for the mining sector that is not only economically robust, but also environmentally responsible and socially inclusive. MGMI Odisha chapter has been holding this sort of conference, annual conference, till 2014. Then after that, there was some gap. But since last year, we are continuing this conference. So this is the second consecutive conference, cum exhibition. So this year, in the exhibition, I earnestly request everyone to please visit the exhibition stall where we have tried to showcase some of the pilot projects that the MCL has taken up. For example, real-time health monitoring system of the HEMM, AI-based safety tool, then auto evaluation of the tenders by using AI, video analytics, access control, smart traffic management system using AI and ML, illumination survey in the mines using GPS-based vehicles, and also on top of it, we are also trying to showcase this year the battery-operated truck. So I'm quite sure this is the future of the mining industry. Everyone will be benefited from here. Apart from this, we have also arranged a visit to a nearby mine, that is Lakhanpur, for all the interested delegates for tomorrow, followed by a visit to a mine, a washery, the state-of-the-art 10 million ton per year washery, which has recently been commissioned. It is under trial run. So I'm quite sure that this conference, come exhibition, come visit to the this mines and the washery, will definitely give us, enrich our knowledge, enrich the best practices that has been adopted by MCL in its units. And this will be definitely beneficial to every one of us. So I encourage all of you to actively engage, collaborate, and share your insights during this conference and exhibition. Let's work together to redefine the Indian mining sector, paving the way for a brighter and more sustainable future. Please enjoy the conference and have a wonderful time in this serene beauty of Sambalpur. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the beautiful welcome remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have with us today Professor Arvind Kumar Mishra, sir, who is Director, CSIR SIMFER. Sir has been an outstanding professor at ACSIR and was also a professor in Department of Mining Engineering, ISM Dhanbad. Sir has an accomplished 32 years of teaching, industrial and administrative experience. He has been associated with workings at ISM Dhanbad, Orica Mining Services Australia, Department of Atomic Energy, Ministry of External Affairs, DRDO and other projects of Government of India. He has specializations in various gamuts of mining, to name a few are open cast and underground mining technologies, drilling and blasting, geomechanics, etc. He has also worked on many special projects for introduction of technology in India like electronic detonators, underground bulk emulsion explosives, etc. It is proud to share that he has been awarded National Geoscience Award from the Ministry of Mines in 2016 and the Abhiraj Barota Memorial Gold Medal Award 2012, which is Young Mining Engineer of the Year 2012 from the Mining Engineers Association of India. From time to time, sir has been deputed abroad on multiple occasions for consultancy works. मैं विनम्रतापूर्वक बुलाना चाहूँगी श्री अरविंद कुमार मिश्रा सर, डायरेक्टर CSR सिम्फर जी को, कि वे यहाँ पर आकर अपने शब्दों से सभी को अनुग्रहित करें. श्री AK मिश्रा सर, डायरेक्टर CSR सिम्फर, ऑन द पोडियम प्लीज. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, एक जोरदार तालियों से इनका स्वागत कीजिए. धन्यवाद.
Thank you very much. Please and good morning to everyone. श्री PM प्रसाद साहब, चेयरमैन कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड, जो शायद VC के थ्रू जुड़े हुए हैं. रेस्पेक्टेड श्री अमृतलाल मीना जी, सेक्रेटरी कोल, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कोल. मोस्ट रेस्पेक्टेड CMD of Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, Shri O.P. Singh Saab, Dr. P.S. Mishra Saab, CMD, SECL, Dr. V. Veera Reddy Saab, Director Technical, CIL Headquarter, other dignitaries who are on the dais. Off the dais, I can see Professor Dhekne, Professor Sahu, Dr. A.K. Singh, Professor Rai, Professor D.P. Mishra, and other respected dignitaries from different areas of Mahanadi Coalfield Limited. Other respected delegates from the industry out of Mahanadi Coalfield Limited, from other subsidiaries and other industries. आप सभी को मेरा सप्रेम नमस्कार. मैं कुछ समय आप लोगों का लूँगा. सबसे पहले तो मैं I'm really honored and privileged to be standing here in front of you all. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Sri O.P. Singh Saab and his team and the organizers as well as Dr. B. Veera Reddy Saab and Dr. P.S. Mishra Saab, that they invited me, and so I'm here. In fact, what, everywhere it is being stated, and which is true, that the song which we just recently saw in, basically the energy or lighting of homes is being told. But apart from lighting of homes and the energy which is being provided to the country, if you look up our economy, right now we are standing as 5th largest economy in the world, and then we are poised to become the 3rd largest economy in the world. And energy is the driving force for the economy. And so we need to feel proud, we need to feel happy that we are part of this coal industry, and we are contributing in a big way, and which is propelling and driving the country. And we, along with us, we have 3 of the dignitaries who alone are contributing along with their team more than 500 million tons of coal to the country. So that's a big thing. I'm really honored that I'm sharing the stage with them. If you look up, security for any of the country, there are a few securities like food security, water security, energy security, healthcare security, and the strategic security or the defense security. And energy security is one for which, in terms of coal and metalliferous, both mining industries contributing in a big way. If you look up, every now and then, as soon as the concern or the more consciousness globally, so when the global community we talk about, COP26, COP27, and our commitment, there is pressure on the mining industry to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, to which mining industry alone contributes around 10% globally, I'm talking about. But apart from mining industry, other industries, downstream process, let it be the metal or the smelters or steel, and other industries, agriculture, there are a number of industries, I don't want to name them. Basically, they are the one who are being driven by the mining industry. And if you look up the global scenario, it is 81% of the global energy demand is being met in from the fossil fuels. And the current demand in the country, if you look up, it's 74%, which is growing. So the target which we do have to meet in with the renewables is big. And the target which we have committed to the world community, I'm not sure how far we'll be able to achieve in. R&D efforts, innovations are on the way, but let us see how we'll be therein. But the growth of coal will be continuing, and that will be continuing, I'm pretty sure, of till 2040. And the demand, which right now is standing at 1 billion tons, will be growing to 1.5 billion tons. The contribution of CIL is known to everyone, and more so over Mahanadi Coalfields, the largest coal producing company, it becomes more so important for Mahanadi Coalfields Limited and for MGMI to have in this particular conference in here. The carbon neutral economy, which is driving in to all the industries as our commitment for 2050 and 2070 is there. There are major concerns on greenhouse gas emissions, and right now is the need for rapid action. And this decade is considered as the decade of action, because a lot has been discussed, a lot has been transacted, but this is the decade wherein the actions are required in. And so these kind of conferences are very important. Yeah, next slide, please. Everywhere we are talking about the sustainable mining, and why are we talking about sustainable mining? There are a number of events which are happening around the erratic behavior of weather, the erratic behavior of seasons, We are getting in flood, we are getting in drought, we are getting in cloud bursts. And very recently we had seen one in Northeast. Another one we saw in Himachal Pradesh, so that's about our own country. But globally, if we look up, the scenario is same. And so it becomes more so important for us. Next one. That's what is the commitment. I don't want to repeat it. And so the responsible mining or climate smart mining is the way forward, for which as mining community, we are moving ahead. Yeah, it's very important for us to understand how can we achieve net zero mining by 2070, which is being committed. And in the mining industry, if you look up the electrification, globally there is a drive for the electrification. There is a drive for automation, digitalization, which is happening around. But when we look up the electrification of all operations in the mining industry, where do we stand in number one? What technologies are available to us? I just saw while coming in here that a truck, a dump truck or a tipper, which is fully electrically operated, was there. So that's one aspect. But apart from that, the other operations and all kind of equipments which are there, one in open cut, another one in underground. And then what are our R&D efforts? What are our innovations? So that the complete electrification, is it possible? Number one. Number two, what are the actions we have taken in for complete electrification? And number three, what are the constraints, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities available so far as complete electrification is concerned? And therein comes in the kind of infrastructure, the kind of power requirement which will be there if we go for complete electrification. All electric, alone, if you look up the iron ore mining activities in the globe, the requirement of power will be 20 to 30 gigawatt hour additional power. That's the kind of power. And this, the quality power, it's not that kind of power which we do get in. So that is the kind of, requirement which will come up, number one. Number two, the kind of, battery storage devices we do have, or the technologies which are available with us, how far we are in a position to electrify all the operations which are there in mining. And so what we are talking about, the greenhouse gas emissions. And number two, the kind of power which will be utilized for powering or for energizing those electrified equipments. Is it we are getting in from the renewables or from thermal power? So that's another big aspect which we need to introspect, and then accordingly we need to move on. So I think Chairman sir has joined. I welcome you, sir. And that is the,
thank you.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are fortunate that esteemed personality.
Yes, please.
Continue the speech, madam. Continue, Simfer Director Sabka speech continue kari.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Please.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So we need to look up, the kind of, I was talking about the electrification, and then second comes up the digitalization and the automation. The kind of network, the usual digitization. I will give you a very small example. I traveled to Kolkata, wherein I booked in Uber, and then I reached the destination, wherein the guy told me, sir, you can't get off. What's the reason? He said, I cannot put off my meter, reason being there is no network. And so I don't know what money I will be going to charge you. So I said, you take in, whatever is the usual, you charge in a little extra. So he said, no, I can't do that. Reason being, server decides in what I have to get in, and sometimes, I may be the loser. And so he had to travel in around another 15 minutes to get in a network so that he can know exactly what amount I have to pay in. That's the kind of. So when we are talking about the digitalization, complete digitalization and automated vehicles, the kind of infrastructure, the backbone, the communication system, what we do have, the infrastructure, the skill set, what we do have, and the kind of resources, the kind of capital which we need to invest in, and the kind of unemployment we do have, we need to address all those aspects. Then only we can really get into the real picture of where and what we need to do. So, and another aspect is cleaning up of energy supply, which I was very briefly talking about, where from we are getting in and what, and is it that solar we are using other renewables, and if so, what is the kind of the storage devices we do have, and up to what extent cleaning up of the energy requirement can be done for the mining industry. Then reducing emissions, it's not about the mining operations alone when we are delivering our product, the logistics, the supply chain, and because our responsibility as a responsible miner, as a responsible citizen, a global citizen, it doesn't stop in there. The supply chain which is delivering our product to the customer, what energy mix they are using in and where from that is being sourced in, we need to look up. Next one. So what becomes more so important for us is to make the right investment for the net zero economy. And when we are talking about the net zero, it is the scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3, all kind of emissions which are there. And accordingly, what is required, we need to come up with a corporate policy. We need to come up with the kind of commitment to the society, to the global community. This is what is our commitment. And for this commitment, this is our roadmap. And accordingly, we'll be moving up. And these are our milestones to achieve in by 2070, number 1 milestone, number 2, number 3. And then accordingly, I think the board of directors need to be empowered to make such decisions, to make the kind of capital investment which will be required in. And skip this one, move to the next one. These are some of the initiatives which we have taken up at CSIR CIMFER. CSIR CIMFER is one of the constituent laboratory of CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, which was established in the year 1942 by Dr. Santiswarup Bhatnagarji. And there are 37 laboratories. We are one of them, working exclusively on mining and fuel sciences. So wastewater treatment from the mine and subsidiary, and then providing that to the society. That's one. Next one. These are some of the, next one. Some initiatives for handling, so far as safety and health is concerned. Next one. This is another initiative we have taken up from green algae, the energy generation from the green algae, and very recently we have developed another one which is termed as synthetic tree, which can be put up in a metro, in a city wherein you don't have place to plant in your tree, and these microalgae are capable of generating 1 ton of microalgae will be capable of absorbing 1.8 tons of CO2, and simultaneously it will be giving off oxygen. So wherein you don't have place, it's full of concrete, you can put in that, and that will be acting as a tree. So that's that is what very recently we have demonstrated, and with the municipality we are trying to get in touch so that it can be replicated and can be demonstrated to the city. Yeah, next one. This some of the air pollution. Next one. Coal to methanol is another one wherein we have got in success up to the syngas cleaning and conditioning we have done. We have got the pilot plant which is fully running. All parameters have been optimized, but methanol bench scale we have done. All optimization has been done, but right now the pilot plant erection is going on. Next one. Beneficial, yes, MCL. For MCL, we have done some studies of different coal of different areas, and then we have come up with hybrid mode, that is one wet and dry both we can utilize, and by utilizing that, washing of the coal can be done. Some studies we have done, and further we will be continuing in collaboration with MCL if we will be agreeing on. Next one. This is another one which very recently we have done is the hot stamp charging, and apart from, and first ever in the country, we have transferred the technology to KIOCL, Kudurmukh Iron Ore Company Limited, and that is the plant of 180,000 tons per annum, heat recovery type coke oven plant with stamp charging, and bench scale studies we have already completed of hot stamp charging, wherein the non-coking coal can be used up to, on the bench scale, 40% for making the coke. Next one. So that pilot plant, we are coming up for making a pilot plant of hot stamp charging, and we are in touch with the Ministry of Steel and as well as with the CEIL, so that we'll be upcoming and which will be beneficial to both. Next one. That's what I talked about, gasification we have reached in, and then we need to reach to the methanol, which right now we are doing on. This is the gasifier which I was talking about. I'll not get much in detail, but all optimization processes has been completed. Yeah, please move on next. And when we talk about the sustainable mining, the 000 need to be kept in mind for mining is zero harm and zero loss, zero waste to make one future a sustainable mining. Next one. And mining companies need to lead the way to net zero by setting ambitious targets and committing the meaningful actions and collaborative across the value chain, involving in academics, researchers, innovators, startups, and the industry itself. And what should be the future? Basically, we need to identify the requirement, problems, challenges being faced in by the industry. Then those challenges need to be thrown to the academic institutions and research institutions and startups, that these are the challenges wherein you please come up with the solutions. And with the right R&D, we need to come up with the bench scale, and then you move up to the pilot scale, and then go for the commercialization. And that is what is the process which we are doing in, wherein a need is there right now. Till now, what we have been doing is we are setting a pilot plant, we are doing of our own, and then we try to search in who will be the taker for this technology, instead of, from the very beginning, from the stage one, we need to have the industry, their problems are identified, and then it is being, most of the technologies do fail or die down their own death at TRL 5 or 6. They don't go beyond that. And wherein if we have the industry and then we move forward together, probably at the commercial scale, and it will be fully implemented technology, indigenous technology in the country. Next one. So with this, I think I have taken much more time. So thank you very much to everyone. And I think with collaboratively as a team, we will be succeeding in achieving the sustainable mining and net zero target of mining industry by 2070. Thank you very much, and I wish a very grand success to this conference. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you.
धन्यवाद प्रोफेसर अरविंद कुमार मिश्रा सर। जैसा कि आप सभी ने देखा, हमारे आज के इस सम्मेलन सह प्रदर्शनी के मुख्य अतिथि और हमारे कोल इंडिया परिवार के मुखिया और कोल इंडिया के चेयरमैन आदरणीय PM प्रसाद साहब का VC से हमसे जुड़ चुके हैं। तो मैं पूरे MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा और MCL प्रबंधन के तरफ से आपका सर जोरदार स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन और इस्तकबाल करता हूं सर। और मैं मेरे सामने बैठे सभी डेलीगेट से आग्रह करूंगा कि आप अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर सर का ताली बजाकर जोरदार ध्वनि के साथ उनका स्वागत करें। अब सर मैं अपने CMD आदरणीय OP सिंह साहब से आग्रह करूंगा कि सर जिस प्रकार से सर हमसे ऑनलाइन जुड़े हुए हैं, तो ऑनलाइन माध्यम से ही सर का स्वागत पुष्पगुच्छ प्रदान करके करें सर। धन्यवाद सर। इस बीच हमारे बीच निर्देशक विपणन कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड आदरणीय मुकेश चौधरी साहब का भी आगमन हो चुका है। सर, मैं पूरे MGMI शाखा उड़ीसा शाखा की ओर से आपका हार्दिक अभिनंदन एवं स्वागत करता हूं। अच्छा, ये ऑनलाइन डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था, प्रसाद साहब हमसे जुड़ चुके हैं। सर, पुनः आपका जोरदार स्वागत है MCL प्रबंधन की ओर से और MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा की ओर से। आपसे सभी से पुनः सर मेरा आग्रह है कि आप सभी डेलीगेट्स अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर करतल ध्वनि इतनी जोरदार होनी चाहिए कि उसकी गूंज कोलकाता तक पहुंचे। जोरदार तालियों से PM प्रसाद साहब का स्वागत करें। और सर, आपके स्वागत में मैं अपने CMD साहब आदरणीय OP सिंह साहब से आग्रह करूंगा कि आपको ऑनलाइन पुष्पगुच्छ प्रदान कर आपका स्वागत करें। वर्चुअल माध्यम से सर का स्वागत, जोरदार तालियां प्लीज। थैंक यू सर। सर हमारे साथ बने हुए हैं। इस बीच हमारे साथ निर्देशक विपणन कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड आदरणीय मुकेश चौधरी साहब जी का भी आगमन हुआ है। मैं उनका भी स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन करता हूं और साथ ही साथ अवध पांडे साहब से आग्रह करूंगा कि उनका पुष्पगुच्छ से स्वागत करें। धन्यवाद सर। सर के स्वागत एवं सम्मान के बाद सर हमारे अगले आधार व्याख्याता यानी की नोट स्पीकर भी सर आप ही हैं। तो मैं सर के बारे में आपको बता दूं कि सर भारतीय आयुध निर्माणी सेवा 1996 बैच के अधिकारी श्री चौधरी साहब इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज कोटा से मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग ऑनर्स के स्नातक हैं। उनके पास मास्टर ऑफ फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस की डिग्री और MBA की डिग्री भी है। CIL के लिए महत्वपूर्ण रूप से श्री चौधरी कोयला मंत्रालय में निर्देशक कोयला उत्पादन और प्रेषण के रूप में अपने 6.5 साल के अनुभव के कारण देश की कोयला मांग, आपूर्ति श्रृंखला और CIL की विपणन प्रणाली की बारीकियों से अच्छी तरह वाकिफ हैं, जहां उनके कार्यों में शामिल है कोयला आपूर्ति, परिवहन, रसद और विपणन नीतियों की निगरानी करना। उन्होंने 6 सरकारी स्वामित्व वाली कोयला कंपनी MCL, SECL, NCL, CMPDIL, NTPL और SCCL के बोर्ड में भी काम किया है। ऐसे समय में जब CIL कोयले की आपूर्ति विशेष रूप से बड़े कोयला खपत वाले बिजली क्षेत्र को रिकॉर्ड स्तर पर पहुंच गई और देश में बढ़ते बिजली उत्पादन के कारण कोयले की मांग और बढ़ने की उम्मीद है, श्री चौधरी का अनुभव मुश्किल से निपटने में मददगार साबित होगा। श्री मुकेश चौधरी साहब 23 दिसंबर 2022 को कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड के निर्देशक विपणन का पदभार संभालने के पूर्व रक्षा उत्पादन विभाग, रक्षा मंत्रालय में उप महानिदेशक के पद पर कार्यरत रहे हैं। कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड के निर्देशक विपणन श्री मुकेश चौधरी साहब आज हमारे अगले की नोट स्पीकर हैं। जोरदार तालियों से सर का स्वागत करिए। सर, आपसे आग्रह है कि सर आप आएं और अपना व्याख्यान प्रस्तुत करें। आदरणीय श्रीमान मुकेश चौधरी साहब।
Thank you. Respected Chairman Coal India Shri Prasad sir, respected OP Singh Sahab, respected Mishra sir, respected Reddy sir, all senior officers of Mahanadi Coal Fields, Director Simper Mishra sahab, and all other participants on this occasion who are present here. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to speak before you and share my ideas, and that also an opportunity to speak ahead of Shri P.S. Mishra Sahab, because once he comes to stage and starts speaking, then it's very difficult for any other speaker to come on stage and then express their views. So on that aspect, I am lucky that I got a chance to come before Mishra Sahab. Today's topic is basically what I wanted to dwell and share my thoughts was regarding sustainability. When we speak of sustainability, if you are aware, it depends on the environment in which you are actually working or interacting. If you are in a financial world, the buzzword there becomes, or the base becomes money. Everything in the end of the day, it boils down to money. If you are working in an academic institution or in a school, then everything at the end of the day, it boils down to marks, your performance in the class. So when we are dealing with energy, then everything boils down to sustainability. The sources of energy, whether they are finite or infinite, there is a long debate over there. But like some of the speakers I have heard before who are going to come and speak after me also, we are having resources which are more than sufficient to meet our need, but maybe we may not have resources which may meet our greed. So a balance between judicious use of resources where our needs are met, and at the same time, by virtue of excessive greed, we don't spoil the resources or we don't leave a planet for our future generations, wherein the future generations may ask us or ask the questions as to why we have planned the consumption of our resources in a manner, the price of which it is to be paid by our future generations. So when we speak about energy in the country, actually everything in energy is related to how much electricity you are consuming. The electrification of demand or the electrification of energy demand is one crucial area which is actually going to define how much energy we are going to use and how much efficiently we are going to use. The consumption pattern of our own country, if we see, the total energy or the total electricity consumed by the country last year was somewhere around 1400 BUs. We are slated to increase this consumption to somewhere around 1600 BUs. And a surprising or maybe an aspect which many of us, we might have actually overlooked is our economic growth and the rate at which we are consuming energy, they are interlinked. There is a elasticity of demand between our economic growth and the energy what we are consuming. And this is a situation which is happening only for the case of developing countries. For developed countries, the elasticity of demand between GDP growth and electricity consumption has actually become zero. It is actually inelastic. So we are still in a stage where we are not in being able to meet the entire requirement of our economy. The share of coal in total electricity consumption, that is the issue where we are going to delve further, is one area where the sustainability efforts of the entire country are going to be reflected in the results what we achieve there. But before going there, if we see that the entire world, the energy consumption, per capita energy consumption is even higher than ours. If you take the cases of China, if you take the cases of China means a country which is having a very high population, or if you take cases of countries which are very developed, there also the per capita consumption of electricity is higher than what is being consumed in our country. That means we are still a long distance away from meeting the requirements of our increasing population and our rapidly growing economy. If we are to touch the figures of 5 trillion economy in the near future, then the first and foremost resource which is going to be needed by the country is going to be energy. And in case of energy, we are very fortunate to have resources of coal with us. And despite all the forecasts which were being made since the last, if you go through the reports of the experts, since the year 2010, if we see the reports or the national electricity plans or the electric power surveys, everywhere it has been forecasted that the share of coal in total electricity is going to gradually wean away, and the figures of 70%, they are going to actually go down to 55%, wherein the technical minimum base comes for thermal power plants, below which they are not able to operate. And these forecasts, when we speak today on 14th of October 2023, these forecasts which were being made by many experts, experts of international agencies, they are still available in public domain and they can be verified. What has actually happened if we compare our actual growth vis-a-vis the forecast which many experts across the world they have made for us? We find we are still growing, we are still consuming electricity at a rate which is more than what the international experts have predicted. We are consuming coal more than what we were asked to consume or which was predicted for us that we are going to consume. The share of coal-based electricity, it actually went from 72 to 70% during the corona time, 2020-21. The share of coal-based electricity actually came to a bare minimum of 69%. After that, it is again on the rise. The 72% figures what have been achieved, and if you see the current year's scenario, then we are going to touch somewhere around 75% in the next 3 to 4 months, where the entire demand of our country's power is going to be shared by coal. So if we are going to supply around 3/4 or more than 3/4 of the total power being consumed by the country, then is it the time for us to actually start weaning away from coal, or to stop adding the capacities of coal-based power generation which are coming? When we speak of coal-based power generation, the entire coal in the country, what we are using, more than 80% of the coal is going for power generation. And this coal which is being used for power is coming through imported coal, some parts, and basically the domestic coal which is being produced by CIL. So the power requirements what are being projected on us, they state that coal is going to be our mainstay, but at the same time we are also being told that we should go away towards renewables. The first targets which we have committed, 175 gigawatt by 2024, then 450 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030. These are the targets based on which we have already taken steps to plan. But what has happened? On 1st of September this year, our peak demand in the system has touched 240 gigawatts, and there was a shortage of more than 400 megawatts to 700 megawatts, means that we were not in a position to supply this much amount of energy, although the consumer was willing to pay. The energy exchanges, what we are right now getting the figures, they are working on the upper cap, rupees 10 per unit, beyond which they are not allowed to increase their prices. So the energy demand is coming again and again to us at levels which is indicating that our supply side is still far less than the demand which is being created by the system on us. In this scenario, should we stop adding fresh coal-based capacities? This is one question which on all international forums also, and if you happen to go and visit the international seminars also, this question is going to come. Why is India going to add coal-based capacities when we have to actually move away? The life of these assets is going to be 30 years. The life of these assets is going to be 40 years. Why are you going to add coal-based capacities? I have got only one simple statement of fact which I'll just like to share with all the audiences here. In the United Kingdom, there is a system called capacity markets. So they will rely basically on solar energy and wind energy for meeting their energy requirements. But wind being wind, the unpredictable energy source, it may drop without any warnings. They have got capacity markets, and in the capacity markets, they have got old coal-based plants which are very inefficient. Their specific coal consumption may be even worse than what we are having in many of our plants. They are very old. Emission norms, if you go and try to verify those emission norms, they are horribly poor in maintaining those norms. But they use these capacity markets to meet their demand, and the cost of running these capacity markets is actually socialized, means shared across the economy by all the people. So the developed countries, when it comes to meeting their energy shortfall, they don't hesitate to switch over to the so-called dirty source of energy, because the developed countries are not ready to accept any shortfall of energy being supplied to their country, to their public. And even if it comes through coal-based energy, even if it comes through a conversion process which is very inefficient even as compared to the third world countries, that also is acceptable. So that means there is a clear-cut divide there. There is one thing for preaching to the third world countries, how these countries should reduce their emissions, how they should implement the sustainable development, how a just transition should take place. But on the other side, when it comes to their own consumption, then all these aspects are sent on the back seat, and the first and foremost requirement comes of meeting of the demand. So my view on this sustainable energy development, capacities in coal not being added, is we are the people who are not the basically the main polluters of the economy, or the greenhouses which are so far available in our ecosystem. We have not contributed anything at all. Whatever contributions have been made by those people who are now telling us, please stop the coal-based power generation, please come to wind, or even worse, please come to fossil fuel, because that is what we are actually controlling. It is available within our control. Half of my wars, they are fought over those fossil fuels. And India should also switch over, because it is slightly comparatively better than the so-called coal energy what we are using. Probably this thing is not going to happen. We are already planning for adding around 30 gigawatts of coal-based capacities. And we are not going for greenfield expansions, we are going for brownfield expansions. Wherever the plants are already available, wherever the system is already available, we are trying to add such capacities. And at the back of our mind, or for the policymakers, the basic issue which is being flagged is, at no cost should our economic growth be stifled on account of those targets which are being imposed on us just for the sake of imposing targets on third world countries. And that is why we have, instead of saying that we are not going to use coal, we have said that we are going to phase down coal, we are not going to stop using coal immediately, and the time period what we have indicated to the world is 2070. Meaning thereby, coal is going to stay here, and coal is going to be our main source of energy. Coal is going to be the backbone on which the economic growth of our country is going to take place. This year, our economy is poised to grow at somewhere around 6.3%. And this is the highest growth rate across all the countries everywhere in the world in terms of economic growth, even surpassing China, which is supposed to be growing less than that. So at a stage when all these resources have been marshaled, coordination, or the ground has been made ready for launch of a platform where our country is also going to be one amongst the top 3 economies in the world. At that stage, we are not going to be shy of using coal in order to meet our requirements. And this is going to stay here. Coal is going to lead us to a place which is rightfully ours, which we deserve. But when we are using coal, I am not saying that I should be using coal blindly. Any natural resource, even if it is so abundantly available that for the next 150 years there is sufficient coal for us, that also does not mean that we use it inefficiently, we use it mindlessly. The efficiency parameters which have been launched by the government, use of your CFLs, use of your LED lamps, just in order to see that around 10 to 20 megawatt of demand is reduced every year only on account of energy conversions, that should take place. Electrification of demand is one more aspect which Director Simfer has already touched upon. But this is the place where we should actually focus and try to see that as much as the energy demand of the country can be electrified. Right now, the main demand which is getting electrified of energy is in terms of the air conditioners. the load on air conditioners is the one aspect which, other than the industrial growth, which is giving us the electrification of demand. But we have still got the demand in terms of transportation, the demand in terms of household, cookings, fossil fuels. This is the demand which we should all try to see that it is being electrified. So instead of using these fossil fuels directly, we should be planning the country as a whole to switch over to meeting this demand through electricity, and this ultimately is going to come down to coal. So with these thoughts, I like to end today's my discussion of my thoughts with you. But when I conclude this, I have got just one request to all the audiences here, that whenever or on whatever forum, if there is a discussion that you are from coal, or oh, you produce coal, or oh, you consume coal, then there is nothing wrong. Rather, we are the people who are responsible for the growth of our country, and we are the people based the efforts or the output of our product, that means coal, is the one which is propelling our country in the list of developed nations. Thank you. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please once again join me and give a big round of applause for Shri Mukesh Chaudhary sir for sharing his knowledge and experience with us. Sir, it has truly been enlightening for us, and there are some important takeaways from your session, sir. Thank you so much. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to introduce our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. B. Veera Reddy sir, Director Technical, Coal India Limited and President, MGMI. Dr. B. Veera Reddy assumed the charge of Director Technical CIL with respect from 1st February 2022. Prior to this, he was Director Technical Operation of Eastern Coalfields Limited from 1st 2020 till. So I'd like to introduce you, sir, and give a brief introduction to all our audience, sir. He did his BTech in mining from Kothagudem School of Mines, Osmania University in the year 1986 and obtained first-class manager's competency certificate. Okay, as per sir's request. Please give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning all. Respected Sri PM Prasad sir, Chairman Coal India, Sri O.P. Singh sir, CMD MCL, Dr. P.S. Mishra, CMD SCCL, Dr. Mishra sir, Director SIMFER, all functional directors of MCL, Ajay Kumar ji, Director CMPDIL, Singh Saab, Director MCL, Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh, Editor, Honorary Editor MGMI, and professors from different academic institutes, all area GMs, all delegates and participants. Good morning once again. First, I will congratulate and compliment MGMI Odisha Chapter Chairman Sri O.P. Singh Saab for organizing this event on sustainability of coal mining operations and his team. Particularly as a MGMI President, just I want to tell the way forward for MGMI in the, and what role MGMI has to play in the nation in the middle of transition, energy transition, just transition. So a lot of things are going on transition, lot of talk is going on coal against or for. Actually, MGMI, MCL, they have taken lead in increasing the membership and also this conferences. Last year also they conducted one. This year also they are organizing it in a big way. MGMI identified some thrust areas. Now, how to make the coal mining sustainable? And when you see the global position, after particularly Russia, war and all, now oil is controlled by few countries. And now present day politics and all that, they are so sensitive. Now due to any conflict, they stop the supply of oil. Now Russia is stopping to Europe and they are again going back to coal and thermal power plants. Now all critical mineral assets world over acquired by China. Lithium deposits are acquired by China, 60% or 70%. Most of them are acquired by China. Okay, we need to balance both that climate goals and all, and already India is ahead of many countries in going for renewable within its installed capacity and all sustainable practices. But my only thing is that we are abundantly blessed with coal, indigenously available, 360 billion tons of coal, sufficient for 200 years or 300 years at this rate. And unexplored reserves are there still. Lot of good quality coal, coking coal, even non-coking coal, Raniganj, that's a brand coal. It's like a very precious coal in Raniganj. You don't find anywhere with a long flame and high volatile matter. Very good quality coal. Only thing is, the point is that the contradiction between coal mining and environment is that the coal is spoiling the entire environment. Okay, that may be a fact, but not mining. Mining impact is, when you see the carbon emissions, it is less than 1% of the country's global emissions, 2.7 billion ton may. It is only 23 million ton last year, not even 1%. Okay. Land degradation is there because of open cast mining. Coal India is planning for underground mining. 100 million ton roadway is already laid. And gradually we have to shift over to underground mining. That is required also because all shallow depth deposits are getting depleted because of open cast mining and increased production. Maybe after 10 years, it will be a compulsion to go for underground mining. That also serves the purpose of sustainability. Land use pattern is not changed. We can see a number of examples where longwall mining is done with a maximum percentage of extraction. Still subsidence is taking place, but not impacting any land use pattern. So that way minimum people are disturbed, minimum communities are disturbed, and absolutely no livelihood is disturbed. So that is one thing. Second is that when coal is burnt in power plants or in any industry, their carbon emissions are taking place. So country is already conducting seminars on carbon capture technologies. Once that is done, once that is made successful, who will stop coal mining and coal usage? And we are indigenously sufficient, that coal availability and all. So in this direction, that carbon capture technology, sustainable mining methods, practices like high wall mining, paste fill technology. Paste fill technology addresses two issues. You can use this fly ash for storing in underground. You can take out good quality coal without disturbing the surface infrastructure, and at the same time, you are also addressing the issue of fly ash disposal. Now, every power plant wants some place for its disposal. So, if you use the technology, fly ash filling for underground mining, then I think most of the, because fortunately, or that is requirement also, all power plants are located within the vicinity of mining area because they are all thermal plants and they are located within the mining areas. So, and they are ready to dump free of charge all that fly ash at the mine sites. So, that is another sustainable mining method. Underground high wall mining also, where coal is locked up and you don't have any other technology to take it out, you can take it out with high wall mining without disturbing it. That is conservation part. So these are the focus areas for MGMI. Digital interventions. Now already Coal India has awarded DigiCoal project to 7 mines, where every parameter is integrated, including environment. You know where environmental parameters are crossing their limits, and then you can regulate movement. You can regulate every operation. If your airborne dust is high, then you can advise the people to go for this water spraying or mist spraying or cannon spraying or whatever it is. So that way, everything is being monitored, and already we have given 7 projects and they are being implemented. And that will be again expanded to other projects. That will be, in that way, we are moving towards connected person, connected mind. One Coal India, one data, already it is there. And every operation will be integrated with that. And with that, you will come to know what is happening environmentally and otherwise also. So these are some of the topics are given to MGMI, and MGMI is organizing monthly conferences in a big way, and the recommendations also being prepared. And my wish is that government of Ministry of Coal or Ministry of Mines, and MGMI, not only coal mines and steel industry is there, other metallurgical department is there. Before taking any decision, they should look at MGMI. That is what, because we have highly talented people, ex-CMDs, retired CMDs, working CMDs, all CEOs for all the disciplines. So we are also going to have some brainstorming session to again work on it, how we can help in the country in the changing circumstances, and definitely MGMI will contribute in that way. I think we are moving in that direction. Once again, before concluding, just I want to say a few words about MCL. Last year, MCL has done 193 million ton against the target of 176 million ton, 17 million ton growth. And I want to congratulate the leader, Sri O.P. Singh and his team. Because of that, Coal India could achieve the target of 703 million ton for the first time after 16 years of this thing. So MCL, I think 29 or 30% contribution of Coal India is from MCL. It's keep on increasing. This year also 204 million ton. Definitely, I am sure that they will do more than that, 10 million ton or 15 million ton. And the MCL, if you see the graph, for last 3 to 4 years, it is keep on increasing, and they have become #1. And they will continue to be #1, because even as a part of 1 billion ton also, they have to produce 290 million ton. But only thing here is that all thick seams are there. They can also think of that underground mining where depth is more than 150 or 200 meters. But in open cast also, I have seen their dust suppression system is excellent, and their roadways construction is excellent. And Coal India, they are leading in sustainable practices and all that, setting examples. So I congratulate O.P. Singh Saab for leading the company in a outstanding way, and this will continue in future also. And once again, I thank him for giving me this opportunity and to speak few words or share some thoughts with you. Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर। आदरणीय डॉक्टर बी रेड्डी साहब के ये व्याख्यान निश्चित तौर पर हमारे कंपनी के लिए मार्गदर्शक और लाभदायक साबित होंगे। धन्यवाद सर। आपके व्याख्यान के उपरांत अब समय आ गया है कि हम अपने अगले आधार व्याख्यान वक्ता यानी की नोट स्पीकर पर अपना ध्यान केंद्रित करें। वास्तव में ये हमारे लिए सम्मान की बात है कि हम आपका परिचय उस प्रतिष्ठित व्यक्ति से करा रहे हैं, उस प्रतिष्ठित व्यक्तित्व से करा रहे हैं जो हमारे अगले आधार व्याख्याता हैं। डॉक्टर प्रेम सागर मिश्रा सर, CMD SECL ने वर्ष 1987 में थैंक यू सर। सर के अनुरोध पर मैं सीधे जोरदार ताली की तो अपेक्षा करूंगा। सर, जोरदार ताली सर का स्वागत करें।
प्रणाम, जोहार और वंदे उत्कल जननी। इस माटी को शत शत नमन और कोटिशः प्रणाम करते हुए मैं आप सबको आदर, अभिवादन, अभिनंदन, आदाब और आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। ए वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू वन एंड ऑल। रिस्पेक्टेड श्री PM प्रसाद सर, चेयरमैन कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड, रिस्पेक्टेड डॉक्टर B. वीरा रेड्डी, Chairman, President, MGMI, DTCL, and CMD, Central Coalfields Limited, respected Sri Mukesh Chaudhary Sahab, Director of Marketing, respected Sri O.P. Singh Sahab, CMD, Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, respected dignitaries on the dais, the functional directors of MCL and directors of all the other subsidiaries, the area GMs of Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, gurus of my Gurukul and gurus of some other institutions also, respected delegates, the ladies, gents, and learned wisdom under the roof. It's really, a matter of great pleasure, privilege, and pride for me to be here. Today we started our morning, with the chanting of Ya Devi Sarvabhutesu Shakti Rupen Sanstita. So that's why a very happy Mahalya to all of you, and I wish a very happy Durga Puja Dashara, and wish you all the best with the request to that goddess, उस परम पिता परमेश्वर की आह्लादनी भगवती माँ दुर्गा अम्बे अंबिका अम्बालिका से मैं यह प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि आप सबको रूपम देहि जयम देहि जशो देहि दिशो जहि, आप सबको इतना हिम्मत दें, इतना साहस दें, इतना धैर्य दें, इतना बल दें, इतना ताकत दें कि आज का जो थीम है कि रीडिफाइनिंग द इंडियन माइनिंग सेक्टर, हम उस इंडियन माइनिंग सेक्टर को पुनर्परिभाषित कर सकें. I want to thank CMD MCL in person that who had given me opportunity to be here. And this journey started around 14 days back, 15 days back, when we were together at Bombay for attending one public accounts committee meeting. I have got acquaintance with him for last more than 30 years, और वो हमारे एक बड़े भाई के रूप में, एक अग्रज के रूप में, एक अभिभावक के रूप में व्यक्तिगत रूप से रहे हैं, और उनके लिए जो हमारे मन में मान है, सम्मान है, और एक अभिमान है कि हमारे पास एक ऐसा बड़ा भाई है, वो हमेशा कायम रहेगा. और मैंने उसी हक से इनसे निवेदन किया कि सिंस यू आर गोइंग टू डिपार्ट वेरी शॉर्टली, सो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू विजिट MCL, क्योंकि सर्विस तो मेरा भी 36 साल हो गया, सिर्फ MCL में 2 बार ही आया हूँ. और वो भी कहाँ पर आया हूँ कि when my eldest son was working with Vedanta in the year 2010, so that time I had visited and come and stayed in that guest house of Ibhaili. And 12 years after that, last year in 2022, while I was traveling to Ranchi for some official purpose, it was a bit delayed. It was night 10:30 like that. So I requested CMD MCL that can I get accommodation in your guest house. He told that, okay, you can stay. So I reached there, had my meals, and in the morning again he started, at 5:30 for Ranchi. So I had a deep, cherished desire to come during his tenure over here. And he told that, okay, आ जाइए आप जो फिर. Further he told कि जब आप आ ही रहे तो कुछ बोल भी दीजिएगा. Then I told that why? Then he told that because on 14th we are going to organize one conference. तो हम बोले कि though I have got verbal diarrhea, but what should be the topic on which I should speak? Then he told कि आप underground mining पे बोल दीजिए. मैंने बोला कि okay. और बोले कि आप घबराइए नहीं, हम आपको उसका चौथा I think that word is known to everybody. So he told that I'll give you the chotha also, very good chotha. So you can prepare from that and you can speak for some time. And बोला okay, then certainly I love to come there. So again after that, for 10-12 days, there was certain exigency. We had to be at Delhi. Day before yesterday in the evening when I came from Delhi, then I asked my colleague over there that have you got anything from MCL? Then he told that yes sir, उन्होंने तो दिया है और एक ये 10 पेज का चौथा दिया है. तो मैंने बोला कि then what to do with that? Then he told that no sir, I have put some active wise, passive wise, and I have put certain graphs charts in that also, and I have made it of 12 pages with some small fonts. So again he had given me another chotha. It was very difficult for me because the day before yesterday when I came from Delhi, so there was certain FD's meeting and there were so many other official works to be done. So though I could not get time, but I was thinking that, right, since I have worked for such a long time, and that also in underground mining, so my initial 14 years was in underground mining, so certainly I'll be able to speak something. But in last 1 hour, a lot of miracles have happened. The chotha which was given for my reading was distributed to everybody here. Further astonishing fact that, you know, when DTCL came here, he spoke lot of my points which I wanted to speak on the relevance, on the importance, on the significance and the context of the underground mining. So, okay, what I think that I am a bit perplexed that how I should go ahead, but no worries. I'll try to see, and to be honest, this was not the topic also. Underground mining was not the topic. The topic is redefining the mining sector and redefining the Indian mining sector. So let us concentrate on redefining the mining sector, Indian mining sector. You know, when my colleague and MCL team had prepared that paper on underground mining, so I had requested them that, you see, this was a topic given to me by the CMD MCL, a company which produces 99.8% of production from the open cast mining. If he has suggested to speak on underground mining, it means they have got some bigger vision. So they have got some bigger dreams. And as generally, you know, our DTCL used to say, and in this chotha also it's written that, like, you know, China produces 90% of their production from the underground mines. South Africa produces 50% of their production from the underground mines. America produces 37% of their production from the underground mines. So might be that they have got some, you know, aggressive plans to go for the, like, you know, the underground mine production. So I had requested both, you know, the teams, the person who was preparing paper here from MCL and my colleague, कि कुछ ऐसा करो कि हम लोग भी underground production का जितना भी अच्छाई है, सब लिख दो. And I want to request the audience over here that you should give a big round of applause for the team MCL and ACCL that they have proved that, you know, the India countrywide coal production is equal to China countrywide coal production. And they have proved it mathematically. Initially, I thought that it may be, you know, having some sort of scientific, logical, or some rationale behind that. But they have proved it mathematically. Though I requested you to give a big round of applause to them. But, you know, long back, when I saw that paper, then I remembered one equation of trigonometry in which it was required to prove that sin x is equal to 6n. The question was that can you prove sin x, sin x, is equal to 6n? And somebody has proved it within no time. And you know what he did? That he told that divide both sides by n. If you divide both sides by n, so here also it becomes 6, and here also it becomes 6. Similarly, mathematically, if you divide India, INDIA, countrywide underground coal production is equal to China countrywide underground coal production, and divide both sides by in a countrywide underground coal production, you will get D and I on the left-hand side, and C and H on the right-hand side. The difference between these two is 5. Hence, left-hand side is equal to right-hand side, and hence India coal production is equal to China coal production with respect to underground mining. And hence, again, once more, big round of applause to the team MCL and ACCL, because they have proved that left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. And you know, this is what I think we have been doing since long, that always we have been redefining the Indian mining sector. Probably we have been reinventing the wheel, and ultimately we have been reinventing some sort of square wheel. if I am not wrong, we have never redefined or rediscovered anything whereas the mining is concerned. And what we have rediscovered, because you know, that Square Hill, just by putting either certain jargons or by putting some sort of repeated things, we try to create something new, which is not possible. Because to the outside world, it may appear that mining is one industry, but to be honest, it is a conglomerate of industries where there are very intense process, and it is affected by, you know, the commodity prices, the weather conditions, the socio-political system, the political legal system, and so many supra-system elements and domains are there which regularly impact our operations, and that's why you cannot say that mining is like, you know, one sector, but it is basically a complex entirety which appears absolute, which appears abstract, which appears intangible, which appears invisible, but in true spirit, it is a conglomerate of industries, and that's why reinventing the wheel may be possible, but redefining needs something else. And why? Because, you know, there are so many diverse, reverse, and compelling factors which put it to a place where unless until we find the real cause, that where is the problem, we cannot find the solution. I have got a very strong conviction that if you know that what is the cause or what is the problem, if you can surface out that problem, then the solution can really be obtained. Now, what are the problems basically with the mining sector? Let us define one by one. We are very slow in, you know, technology absorption. Like we never saw the urgency. And if anybody would have read the book, you know, the 7 most effective or effective habits written by Stephen R. Covey, the most effective habit of leaders is to show some sort of sense of urgency. And we never saw the sense of urgency whereas technology, induction, absorption, or adoption is concerned. Second factor, that starting from Gen X to Gen Z, as a career option, mining is always, you know, the last choice. Let us accept the fact. Mining never becomes the first choice for the aspiring students who come for studying or reading, you know, the engineering. The third point, that there are very few technical institutions, the engineering colleges or the technological institutions which provide some sort of quality mining engineering studies. The next factor comes that, you know, like the mining equipment remains with the people who work in this industry for 25 years, 35 years, even like CMD, MCL working for 39 years. And for all the 39 years, he has always tried to, you know, find out certain solutions for certain problems on daily basis. And always he has enriched his knowledge. And when after 39 or 14 years, approximately 4 decades of always trying to find out certain solutions after examining, analyzing, conceptualizing, the push and pull of so many factors which are acting on this mining industry, one certain morning it is told to him that no, your services are no longer needed. Actually, we need to redefine this thing. Unless until we redefine these aspects, the mining sector, you know, it cannot be redefined. And when we go for redefining, then who redefines it? Some gray hair people like me, you know, who are again on the verge of retirement or superannuation. So they are given the task that, okay, you redefine the Indian mining sector. These people who redefine the mining sector, they are first thing that there is element of exclusivity. They are exclusive. They are on a bit, you know, very high platforms. They are typical male authorities. And this exclusivity, you know, that leads to some sort of disservice to the society. And ultimately, again, you know, we are not in a position to really redefine. And unless until these aspects that the Greta Thunberg, someday she has to say that, okay, go ahead with the mining. And mining has been always, a perception problem since time immemorial. Though in our country, we started in 1774, say around 250 years back, the coal mining operations. But globally, it's a history of around, say, more than 2,300 years. And always there has been a perception problem with the mining, that mining displaces people, mining, it pollutes the environment, it damages, destroys, destructs and decays the land, the water, the air, and the total ecological balances. So all the things poses several problems, and unless until the policy is not redefined or reinvented only by exclusive people, unless until everybody try to become as a change element, this redefinition, in my opinion, is a bit difficult task. कल शाम को DT operation Sri Bora Sahab was telling me that he has given this term CERIMS. So, and this is a new acronym for this, so I told that, wow, it's a good thing. But then I try to find Google that how many words can be created if we put the different permutations and combinations of this CERIMS. There are 82 words possible by these 6 alphabets, and one word is crimes also. Though it is in a lighter tone, but can we change that, paradigm shift from crimes to really CERIMS? And for that, we have to really become the change elements, because the outside society thinks that those who are doing mining, they are the criminals. They are displacing people, they are destroying the ecology, the environment, and that's why they don't have got any social licenses to go for this. So that, unless until that perception change is brought into picture, the redefinition is not possible. And for becoming change element, as I told earlier, that all those students who want to study engineering, their mining is never, the first choice. Exceptions may be there, I am not going for that. So what is wrong in accepting that mining actually is run by, the average mine people or the mediocres? But mediocres can also excel if some sort of sense of urgency is given to them, if some sort of aspiration and motivation is given to them, and they are asked that, yes, you are the person who can become the change element. हम यहाँ पे आप लोगों के साथ एक छोटी सी कहानी शेयर करना चाहेंगे. We all know that around, say, 1300 years back, when the Parsis came to our country, हमारे भारत देश के पश्चिम में एक राज्य हुआ करता था, उस राज्य का नाम था साझन राज्य. ये 7वीं सदी की बात है, और वहाँ के राजा थे, उनका नाम था जदी राजा. एक दिन शाम को अपने दरबारी के लोगों के साथ जब वो बैठे हुए थे, कुछ मंत्रणा कर रहे थे, तो वहाँ पर उनका दरबान आता और बोलता है कि श्रीमान, बाहर में 150 से 200 के बीच में कुछ पुरुष और महिलाएं आए हैं और वो आपसे मिलना चाहते हैं. राजा ने कहा कि इस वक्त क्यों हमसे मिलना चाहते हैं? दरबारी ने कहा कि महाराज, वो आपके राज्य में शरण लेना चाहते हैं. राजा ने पूछा कि वो देखने में कैसे हैं? दरबारी ने बोला, सो the gents are very handsome, well built, and the ladies, beautiful ladies. They appear to be performers. राजा से रोका नहीं गया. राजा ने बोला ठीक है, उनको आने दो. और जब वो 150 से 200 के बीच में लोग अंदर पहुंचे, राजा ने उनको देखा. अपने मंत्रियों से जब सलाह किया, तो मंत्रियों ने कहा कि श्रीमान, हमारे राज्य में तो ऐसे ही जनसंख्या ज़्यादा है, हम इनको कहाँ रखेंगे? राजा अपनी बात को इशारों से कहना चाहते थे. उन्होंने अपने दरबान से बोला कि तुम एक बाउल में, कैन यू ब्रिंग सम मिल्क? दैट courtier, he brought some milk in that bowl. और राजा ने जो उन पारसियों के मुखिया थे, धवल दस्तूर, उनको दिखा करके बाउल दिखाया और बोला कि धवल, our bowl is full, we cannot accommodate you. And then Dhaval replied with a very smiling face that, sir, I have not come here to replace your milk. Can I ask for a spoon of sugar? राजा ने अपने दरबान से बोला कि इनको एक चम्मच चीनी दो. धवल दस्तूर उस चीनी को लेते हैं, उस दूध में डालते हैं और उसको मिलाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि आई हैव कम हियर टू स्वीटन योर मिल्क, नॉट टू रिप्लेस योर मिल्क. एंड वेयर एवर यू गो फॉर चेंजिंग द इन्वायरमेंट, द सिचुएशन, द पैराडाइम, एवरीवेयर पीपल विल से यू दैट द बाउल इज फुल. आप जहाँ कहीं भी परिवर्तन लाना चाहते हैं, चुनौतियाँ हैं वहाँ पे, आपदाएं हैं, विपदाएं हैं, डिफिकल्टीज हैं, लेकिन उसी में आप अगर मिल्क को रिप्लेस करने के बजाय अगर आप स्वीटनर बन करके अगर जाते हैं, हर जगह आपको चेंज करने का स्कोप है. एंड इफ वी एडॉप्ट दिस क्वालिटी दैट एवरी वन बिकम्स द चेंज एलिमेंट, if we can adopt that role, then only the Indian mining sector can be redefined. Now, how to become, that change element? When you want to create some change, so that alone you cannot do. You need some bowl, you need some milk, you need some sugar, you need some spoon, and you need some starter also. It means you need some resources. It may be either in the form of material or the main or the finances, but you must have adequate resources. And I think in mining sector that we have. The second thing, that when that sugar goes, it doesn't sweeten only a cross-section of that milk, but it sweetens the whole, So we cannot form a sort of niche or, some sort of cross-section of society. Once you are making any policy or program or any mission you are taking, so it should be all pervasive. It should be for the common good. Unless until you do it, no, you cannot do it. And once you do it, then people say that, wow, he is the change element. He has got a lemon in his pocket, and just give him responsibility. Give him any assignment and he'll make a change. अब आपके पॉकेट में एक नींबू रहता, आप एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से एक पद से दूसरे पद पे जाते हैं, और जो ही वहाँ पे जाते हैं तो एक आदमी आपको बोलता है, भाई हमारे पास दूध नहीं है, आई हैव गॉट वाटर. कैन यू एक्ट एज अ चेंज एलिमेंट? You take out that lemon from your pocket and says that, yes, I'll make a very good lemonade. You just put that, you squeeze that lemon in that, and then again that person says that, wow, give him some more opportunities. Next place you go, next step you go, and then somebody gives you a bowl of rice. And again he asks that, can you again act as a change element? You say that, wow, I have been doing it for last 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, why can't you do? I do. And then you put again lemon and you make a very good lemon rice. Again people say that, wow, fantastic. He is the real change element, he can do. And then you go to the next step, next higher step, and then a bowl of milk is given. And again somebody asks you that, can you make the change here? You told that, I am working here for 30, 35 years, why can't I make a change? And then you put that lemon in that milk. I'm not going to say that what will happen. So unless until we really examine and analyze that where the change is needed, what is the quantum of the change, who will change it, by what time it will be changed, and unless until we specify all the things, the change cannot happen, the change cannot take place. Now, right now, amongst the people in the mining sector, what personally I feel that there are 4, 5, 6 major challenges which everybody has to look into if we really want the change to happen, if we really want that there should be some sort of reinvention, renovation, innovation, or redefinition. The first challenge is that how to pave the path for the sustainable development. Whatsoever we are doing, unless until we imbibe the concept of the sustainable development, and unless until our all actions are concerted or in the form of concerted efforts, and they are converging toward that sustainable development, the future cannot happen as bright, or the mining sector cannot be redefined. The second challenge comes that we, since I've got very intensive, technological, technical industry, equipments, plants, machineries, appliances, everything. So unless until this operational technology is integrated with the information technology. So somewhere that OT is to be integrated with the IT, and unless until this integration becomes smooth, the Indian mineral sector and the mining sector, cannot be redefined. The third challenge, what comes to my mind, it is that unless until the industries are integrated, unless until we go for some sort of forward integration or some sort of backward integration, and then how to integrate the industries, that is, the third biggest challenge which the Indian mining and the mineral sector has to look into. The fourth bigger challenge comes in the form of the social innovation, that how to get the social licenses, how to reincarnate the image of, the earth breakers to the earth makers. The society, the whole globe thinks that we are the earth breakers. Can we change this image that, no, we are not the earth breakers, we are the earth makers, and for that, whatsoever like the flora, fauna, ecology, environment of the land, we have inherited from the people, can we return the same thing in the same form, in the same complex to the people? If that is done, and all said and done, unless until we got a very strong willpower that how to convert this could be and should be into will be, the Indian mining and mineral sector cannot be redefined. We talk a lot, and if you Google, you'll find that in last 30, 40 years, so many articles have been written that redefining the Indian mining sector, redefining the Indian mineral sector, the mining sector, the coal sector. But again, we are in all the forums, at all the times, we have been trying to reinvent only some sort of square wheel. Why to do that? And the best, it's better to reinvent or adopt the best practices and the current best practices. Why I am saying the current best practices? Because best practices are very transient in nature and they are very dynamic. Whatsoever is the best practice today, it's not necessary that it will be the best practice tomorrow also. And what was the best practice around, say, 20, 30 years back, the same best practice is is having any sort of relevance today. So if we can understand that what is the current best practice, and if we can adopt that, then it will be done. For this, few essentials are needed. And few essentials may be in the form of 5 E's. The first is that do we have the requisite engineering in the form of the skill, the design, the methodology, the modus operandi, some sort of institutional governance, and if you have got that engineering in place, then only we can understand the nuances of the current best practices. The second E may be the education, that though we have got the things in place, we have got engineering in place, we have got design in place, we have got some sort of standard laid down procedure in place, but do people really understand that? Do we have got some sort of skilling, re-skilling or upskilling schemes in our organizations? Do we have really some sort of competence mapping sort of thing in our company which really says that, yes, this person is competent and he can become the change element, just give him any opportunity and he will give you the change. So that, that competence building, I think that is very important, and let us accept the fact that we are missing that, we have stumbled somewhere that, on that issue. Because when it comes to the competency issues and when we compare with any benchmark or with any standard or with any current best practices, so there we lack. And here we all people are one, our common goal is one. So, we all, like recently in SECL, we started one e-magazine also called Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu is a mythological figure, I think you all understand that. अभिमन्यु का महाभारत में जो भूमिका था, what I feel that had he updated the knowledge, तो महाभारत कुछ और हुआ रहता. माँ के गर्भ में तो उन्होंने सीखा था कि 7वां व्यूह कैसे तोड़ते हैं, 8वां बाप ने नहीं बताया था, तो भाई तुम पैदा हुए तो पैदा होने के बाद से जब 8 साल के हुए, 10 साल के हुए, 12 साल के हुए, 16 साल के हुए, कभी तो बाप से पूछ सकते थे। बाप से पूछने में डर लगता था तो माँ से ही पूछ लिया रहता कि माँ थोड़ा पिताजी से पूछ के बता दो कि 8वां कैसे तोड़ देते हैं। बट सिंस ही डिड नॉट अपडेट हिज नॉलेज एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही वाज assassinated, he was killed, you know. Here, all the people who are sitting either on the left side or on the right side, you all have studied from institutions of very good repute. वो माँ का गर्व था, लेकिन क्या वहाँ से पढ़ करके आने के बाद से हमें जब कोई ट्रेनिंग के लिए भेजा जाएगा तभी हम ट्रेनिंग लेंगे? Is it not our own responsibility to make ourselves competent? Is it not our own responsibility to equip ourselves with the tools and techniques of either the technical things or the technological things or the managerial aspect or the competency aspect? I think, you know, that education part is somewhere lagging. और हम ये सोच के कि भाई माँ के गर्भ में तो पढ़ा था, हम तो फलाना इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़ा ही है, वहाँ से इंजीनियरिंग किया, यहाँ से मेडिकल किया, यहाँ से MBA किया, यहाँ से सोशल साइंसेज किया है, यहाँ से फाइनेंस पढ़ा है, और इससे बड़ा तो कोई भारत में इंस्टीट्यूशन है ही नहीं. But you know, there may be some very good tax consultant, he is very good in excise and customs or sales tax. But 2016 के बाद से जिसने GST पढ़ा है, he will be more relevant than a person who is very good, you know, the sales tax or the excise tax, because there is a paradigm shift. So unless until we equip ourselves with the modern tools and techniques, either it's related with the technology or, you know, with the management sciences or the human behavior, anything. So that is, you know, the second essential which we must have. The third essential which comes, that is the ecosystem. That though we have studied engineering, but are we also equally good in the liberal sciences? Had this not been the case, then most of the MBA institutes, they have not included, you know, the liberal studies in their curriculum, and that's why we must understand, you know, the anthropological, the social, the demographic, the financial, the cultural, the ethical, and the value-based systems of the place where we are going to work. Unless until we have got a proper perception through the systems over there, the values over there, the ethics over there, the cultures over there, we cannot understand, you know, the human behaviors, their expectations, their aspirations, and then again the success will become, you know, a big challenge. The fourth is economics. Like, you know, we talk about that underground mining. I am also, you know, good believer that underground mining should be there. But unless until the economics favors, can we really go? I think you all must think that can we have some sort of investment mechanism? Can we have some fund of funds? And we put some fund over there, maybe within the guidelines, or maybe some sort of approval may be sought either from the government or, you know, from the board, and then we can have some sort of mechanism where whatsoever surplus we are taking from that, you know, funds, that can be utilized in this one. And the last E may be the enforcement. Unless until we have got, you know, a very strong enforcement mechanism that whatsoever planning, whatsoever designing, whatsoever we are advising, or whatsoever putting the things in the mission mode, unless until those things are done, enforced properly, it won't be possible to do it. I think the time allotted was 10 minutes, लेकिन 5-10 मिनट और आप लोग हमको थोड़ा टाइम दे दीजिए. कुछ चीज़ें नहीं बोलेंगे तो हमको भी लगेगा कि नहीं थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हम कर दिए हैं जो फिर तो well, you know, why I try to set this context, that though mathematically we prove and mathematically we can reinvent, that is square wheel also. But when you go really for the integration, I think if you want to integrate 1 by x dx, it's very simple, that somebody will say that it is log x. But if the boundaries are given, and if I ask that integrate it from -1 to +1, a task I am giving, you do it. I am here till tomorrow morning, and if anybody does, then I'll stay tomorrow here, and I'll throw a very good grand party to him at one of the best hotels in the Sambalpur here. And you know, same is the situation here, that though we have got a canvas, but I am leaving it to the audience, to the learned wisdom this side and that side, that do we really understand the problem, that where the problem lies. And the moment we are ready to understand the problem, the solution is there. And then we can put a very good picture on that canvas. And that will be the real redefinition of the Indian mineral sector. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please once again give a big round of applause for Dr. P.H. Mishra, Chairman cum Managing Director, SCCL. Sir, your presence, your words has truly enriched this event. Your aura, sir, and the address has brought a new enthusiasm among the audience, I can say. Please give a big round of applause for sir, for making it humorous, informative, and with his wisdom of knowledge. Sir, your blessings and your wisdom and your wealth of experience, sir, has brought a new value to this gathering. I once again sincerely thank you for your presence and the knowledge that you have shared. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you all are eagerly waiting for the keynote speaker of the chief guest of this event, Shri P.M. Prasad sir, Chairman, Coal India Limited. It's both an honor and a privilege to introduce our esteemed keynote speaker, Shri P.M. Prasad sir, Chairman, Coal India Limited. Sir assumed the charge of Coal India Limited on 1st July 2023. Shri P.M. Prasad is not just a name, but an embodiment of dedication, experience, and remarkable achievement in the mining industry. He is a true luminary in the field with nearly 4 decades of stellar experience under his belt. He is a mining engineer from Osmania University and did his MTech in open cast mining from Indian School of Mines, IIT ISM Dhanbad, and holds first-class mines manager certificate. He has a long list of achievements, including reopening of DRC mines in WCL affected by underground fire, which earned him the Best Mines Manager Award in 1995. Sir's illustrious career include various leadership roles at Coal India Limited, its subsidiaries, and other organizations like NTPC. His unwavering commitment to safety and excellence has been consistently recognized and has received numerous accolades, including the prestigious Swarna Sakti Award. Under his esteemed guidance, Coal India Limited is committed to achieve new milestones and reach the target of 780 million tons for the financial year 23-24. We are truly honored, sir, and fortunate to have among us today, and we are looking forward for your valuable insight for the session. Please give a big round of applause for Sir Shri P.M. Prasad for you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, sir.
Good morning, all. CMD Mahanadi Coalfields, O.P. Singh Saab, and his team of functional directors, CVO, MCL. Today's guest of honor, CMD P.S. Mishra Saab, CMD CCL and DT Coal India, Dr. B. Veera Reddy Saab, Director Marketing, Mukesh Chaudhary Saab, and all the distinguished guests on the dais, off the dais, Director Simfer, and all the distinguished guests and off the dais dignitaries, and all the members of MGMI. I am very happy to note that MGMI of MCL chapter, Sambalpur, last 2 decades I am seeing almost regularly it conducts conferences, one-day conference. This is one amongst Coal India subsidiaries who does it every year on year. NMDC Hyderabad also does. After this, last from few years, Nagpur chapter is also doing this MGMI seminars. Unfortunately, CCL, I was there, Ranchi and Dhanbad, we could not do. But taking this MGMI step ahead in mining, geological and metallurgical engineers across the country, in this chapter also, entire Odisha, I think all the members of Odisha mining fraternity, metallurgical, even some officers from Vedanta, earlier Bhushan Steel, all were there, some members are there. And there is also a membership drive is also requested by MGMI Council of Members last year. Some few members, new members, lifetime members have also been made. And the upcoming MGMI Asian Mining Congress event in November 6th to 8th, going to be held in Calcutta. Asian Mining Congress, once in 2 years, it regularly being conducted at Calcutta. This year we have requested next 11th Asian Mining Congress to be held at Delhi, so that number of dignitaries from cabinet level, even Prime Minister level can also attend. Once a program of that level, if you conduct in Delhi, the Honorable Prime Minister can also be invited by our Coal Secretary and Honorable Minister of Coal. And regularly MGMI is conducting in post-COVID. After my joining also I attended, where CMD PS Mishra Saab also attended. CMD CCL was also there, he is President MGMI. Last fortnight, there was a seminar where a Padma Shri awardee, who is earlier Baba Atomic Research Center and a member the Scientific Commission, he also attended and he delivered a lecture. And regarding our topic today, our this sustainable mining, innovations, industry level, as the coal sector is progressing, so many other players are coming day by day and their production is also going. Today, last 2 days, we are supplying almost 17 lakhs plus coal to power sector. Still, the power sector is getting almost, today the depletion is 1 lakh today. Yesterday, day before yesterday, it was 2 lakh tons depletion. The supplies and the consumption, there is a gap. In spite of our best efforts from Coal India, though we are touching 17 lakhs, coal stock is not being added to the power plants. Under such scenario and way forward, if the private players are also going to contribute, other PSUs are going to contribute, state PSUs are also going to contribute. So we have to focus on the sustainable agenda, whether it is quality, right from quality coal we have to produce, and ecosystem, Mishra Saab was telling, and our director marketing. I heard Simfer directors also speech for 2-3 times. 2-3 speakers have heard some part speech. So we have to focus on quality of coal. Whether it is any subsidy, we cannot afford to miss any quality slippages. So mining practicing managers should ensure and take a note that gone are those days. Every year on year, we have to improve our quality. And if you maintain a strict vigil, I am very much sure another 20% improvement will be there on quality front, so that if you want to match the private players, other PSUs, we have to focus on quality coal and other this eco parks. Today also lignite PSUs are also signed about 124 crores and about 20 to 23 eco parks they are making. Similarly, last year CECL also had a eco parks MOU. Similarly, we have to focus on our environment standards, whether it is plantation targets, year on year we are achieving. Simple, by doing plantation targets, we cannot fulfill our commitments. As we all heard from Secretary also, we have to use this OB dumps. As the CBA land is being modified, this modification is coming, we can use that CBA land either for installation of solar parks, eco parks, or mine tourism. So we have to plan accordingly. We are having a vast amount of land across Coal India subsidies. And the impression by Ministry of Coal and other ministries, since they are having huge land back, we should plan in such a way that we should go for solar installations, or environmentally what best practices can be adopted, and we can take forward and we can showcase these things. Naivalli, previously 10 years back, people talk of Naivalli best environment practices for their deer park and lakes and other cultivation. Similarly, SCCL in one of the mining places, they have developed this lake tourism. Similarly, we have to go for number of things, and in BCCL also, Forest Research Institute have developed eco parks long back. A 3-tier plantation was there. So we have to focus on all these practices, not only plantation, eco parks development, and we have to come long way in solar. I think MCL has initially done 2 megawatt installation almost 12-13 years back, where other companies are also at that time at the same pace with Coal India. But today our installed solar capacity is 23 megawatts, and by this year end we are going to touch around 300 megawatts. and we have kept a target of 3 gigawatts, and we have to enhance this target up to 5 gigawatts. The solar business, we can, you might have heard in the last 2 days in some papers, we may lose some jobs in 15, 20 years. There are rumors like that. But we have to focus on diversification, whether it is Director Business Development of Coal India. Even I have told him that we should, BD department is there also in CMPDL. So across Coal India, there are so many young talent. How to take our business diversification? We have to invite, I request DT Coal India and CMD CCL to conduct one brainstorming session at Calcutta also, in inviting our young officers to take views to how to diversify our business. Any good ideas we can implement. Recently, our team has went to Australia to study whether any prospects in Australia for critical minerals, lithium, cobalt, and nickel. Recently, A.K. Singh Saab, earlier he was also very much a lead member in this MGMI in MCL. Now he is DT WCL. He also went to this with this team along with Director BD. So way forward, we have to look, and there is urgent need for this change management, as SCCL CMD was also telling. We have here to change in the next 15, 20 years. Our business model has to go, and we have to, our business model, we should not restrict for only coal production. As other companies were changing their names initially, NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, they have changed their name to NTPC, similar Neyveli Lignite to NLCIL. So our transformation, unless we do some remarkable things, at least we should touch 2 gigawatts in solar installations, and this MBPL is almost more than 1 decade. We have conceived that MBPL is coming, and nothing much could happen in MBPL. Similarly, MPGCL is also coming, 1 into 660 megawatt. So we should focus on these thermal plants, pithead thermal plants, where we can install in 4 to 5 years, and we can reap the benefits in the next 10 years. So we have to go for this thermal pithead plants wherever it is possible, whether it is one site, it is being in Anpara, in NCL command area, also it is being looked into. Similarly, one Pirpanti site at ECL command area, Bihar Energy Secretary has recently issued to provide 1,200 acres. Though we are little bit late in going for this pithead power plant, but still, if we can make the will be there, the investments can come and the profitability will be there. Similarly, this railway deposit schemes we have started, and that deposit amount is being paid in this Tori-Shivpur line. Similarly, in Vasundhara and this Jharsuguda Barpali, wherever deposit scheme, the inflated mileage, the reaps are coming. Last year we have got 20 crores in CCL, and this year we will be getting almost 200 crores in CCL. So wherever we have to do investments, due diligence is required, whether it is business diversification or going for first mile connectivity. Initially, we have come for phase 1, phase 2. Now we are thinking for phase 3 and phase 4. The basic idea is to reduce the truck transportation. I am happy that when I visited in Talcher, the Singula belt conveyor is also under installation, and this coal corridor also, it has taken that separate lane. Previously, it is going along with the main traffic, and there is so much dust generation. And some good practices I have seen in Vasundhara, whether it is plantation or other things in Vasundhara, I have seen along the Kulda mines, the parapet wall they have constructed. Still, lot has to be done. Similarly, in Lakhanpur, 2 fields I have inspected, Lakhanpur and Vasundhara. The best practice of one field, if you can replicate in other fields. We are having n number of areas in Coal India. The best practices to be replicated. This is my request to the practicing managers, project officers and GMs. Definitely we can improve the standards. I thank the organizers in inviting me, and MGMI should continue, and it is an organization plus 125 years, I suppose. and it is going strong. But during COVID also, about 1.5 years, nothing much could happen. These seminars, and today I think there are around 30 papers are going to be produced, and deliberations are going to take place, and any benefits this organizer should pass on to the other subsidiaries also. I thank you for inviting me, and all the best, and long live MGMI. Thank you.
धन्यवाद सर, आपके व्याख्यान के लिए आभार व धन्यवाद। मैं सभागार से आग्रह करूंगा कि कृपया जोरदार ताली बजा के सर का अभिवादन करें। सर, ये हम सबके लिए अत्यंत हर्ष व सम्मान की बात है कि आप वीसी के माध्यम से इस सम्मेलन सह प्रदर्शनी में आप सम्मिलित हुए और हमारा मान बढ़ाया, तथा आपके व्याख्यान के द्वारा खनन उद्योग को नई ऊंचाइयों पर लाने में अवश्य ही मदद मिलेगी। धन्यवाद सर। हमारे सारे गणमान्य अतिथियों व की नोट स्पीकर्स के व्याख्यान के उपरांत अब मैं उनको आमंत्रित कर रहा हूं जिनके नेतृत्व में और जिनकी प्रेरणा से व जिनके मार्गदर्शन में ये पूरा आयोजन संभव हो पा रहा है। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूं MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा के अध्यक्ष व कोल इंडिया की नंबर 1 कंपनी MCL के अध्यक्ष है, प्रबंध निदेशक और विजनरी लीडर, जिसका पुरस्कार सर को अभी अभी हाल ही में मिला है, हमारे विजनरी लीडर आदरणीय OP सिंह साहब को मैं ऐसा सम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा सर कि आप आएँ और अपने व्याख्यान और अपने उद्बोधन से हम सभी को अनुग्रहित करें। OP सिंह साहब के लिए जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करिए।
सभी को नमस्कार। और आज के इस कॉन्फ्रेंस कम एग्जीबिशन में सबसे पहले तो आयोजकों को बहुत बहुत बधाई। Those who are the grassroots workers and the middle level organizers, they have done exceptionally well work, and I would like to request the audience to give a big round of applause for very good organizing. At the same time, I'll express my gratitude to Chairman Coal India, who and all the dignitaries sitting on dais, off the dais, who took time from their busy schedule and participated in this conference come exhibition. Actually, we are already very late, about more than 1 hour late from our schedule, so I'll try to be very brief and try to conclude my address very shortly. First of all, I would like to address CMD CIL, respected PM Prashad Saab, CMD SECL, PS Mishra Saab, DT CIL, Veera Reddy Saab, Director Marketing Mukesh Chaudhary Saab, DT PND CMPDL Sri Ajay Kumar, DT PNP NCL Sri SP Singh, Director CSIR Simfar Professor Arvind Kumar Mishra, Professor SS Rai, Professor DP Mishra, Professor Shmruti Saurabh Mahapatra, Professor Sanket Nayak, Professor P.Y. Dekne, Professor H.B. Sahu, Professor Tushar Gupta, Srimati Swati Mukherjee from NML Jamshedpur, and other dignitaries, FDs of MCL, CVO MCL, or area GMs, HODs, officers, and all present in this hall. The purpose of this conference and exhibition is to actually contribute something to the mining industry of the company by putting a platform on this MGMI chapter MCL to see that the industry, institute, and innovators, they collaborate with each other and do something better for the industry, and for the society. As all you know, my learned speakers have already told many things. I agree with their views. Few things I feel that as our country is a developing country, our needs to be defined suiting to our requirement. few my earlier speakers have very well pointed out those things, that our power need, the share of coal is about 75% in our power generation, 75 like that. And we see that in coming years, for decades to come, the scene is likely to continue. The share may go down, but the total volume is not going to reduce, it is going to increase. So the talk of phasing out needs to be analyzed, and we need to redefine our strategy to meet the energy need and in turn the Indian mining sector. Actually, I think we need to develop multiple sources of energy for the country. At the same time, see that which source of energy is cost economic to our need and continue to develop on those fields. लेकिन जब तक कोयला सस्ता है और हमारे एनर्जी नीड को मीट करता है, आई एग्री कि सस्टेनेबिलिटी के बारे में सोचिए, इन्वायरमेंट के बारे में सोचिए, कुछ इनोवेशंस करिए और कुछ बेहतर करिए ताकि आप इन्वायरमेंट को और सोसाइटी को और मदर अर्थ को ड्यू केयर करें, सो दैट या तो वो उसी यथास्थिति में रहे या फिर उससे कुछ हम इन्वायरमेंट सोसाइटी के लिए बेहतर कर पाएँ. ये कंटिन्यूस इवोल्यूशन का प्रोसेस है, जिसमें ये सेमिनार जो हो रहा है, जिसमें इंस्टीट्यूट, इंडस्ट्री और इनोवेटर्स और बाकी सब लोग स्टेक होल्डर्स यहाँ इकट्ठे हैं. इस तरह का आयोजन तो मल्टीपल बार होना ही चाहिए. साथ में मेरे दिमाग में एक बात और आता है कि जिस तरह से आपने देखा होगा कि समय के साथ में जैसे मेडिकल एजुकेशन में एक चीज़ कंपलसरी बनाया गया कि नहीं, आपको डिग्री मिलने के पहले आपको रूरल एरिया में जाके इतने समय तक सर्विस करना पड़ेगा, सो दैट यू डेवलप यू लर्न द थिंग्स, यू मीट द नीड ऑफ द सोसाइटी, देन ओनली योर डिग्री विल बी गिवन. ये ग्रेजुअल चेंज है. पहले कुछ कम समय में इंटर्नशिप करने से मिलता था, अभी उसके ड्यूरेशन को बढ़ाया जा रहा है, उसके नीड को बढ़ाया जा रहा है. मेरे ख्याल से सिमिलर चीज़ माइनिंग इंडस्ट्री में भी, एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स में भी और R&D इंस्टीट्यूट्स में भी कुछ परिवर्तन लाने की आवश्यकता है. वो परिवर्तन क्या हो सकता है कि हमारे पास देखिए पॉकेट्स ऑफ एक्सेलेंस है. मैं जिस बात को बोलना चाहता हूँ आपको उस पॉइंट पे लाता हूँ कि जो बच्चे माइनिंग इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ रहे हैं या और इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ रहे हैं, वो जितना फील्ड से जुड़ेंगे, इंजीनियरिंग का डिग्री मिलने के पहले उनका जितना ज़्यादा इंडस्ट्री के नीड का, सोसाइटी के नीड का और जो डेवलपमेंट्स हो रहे हैं, इनोवेशंस हो रहे हैं, वो उससे जितना ज़्यादा वाकिफ़ रहेंगे, वो आगे जब अपने कैरियर में आएंगे तो और ज़्यादा वो कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाएंगे. दिस इज़ द टाइम इन विच वी नीड टू फर्दर see that these excellence are mixed to each other, are amalgamated, rather they are exposed to the need of the society, need of the industry, need of the nation. So, and research institutes also, they are excellent in their sphere of work. But जो industry का need है और जो research institute का work है, उसमें जितना ज़्यादा सिंक में काम होगा, जितना ज़्यादा नीड एनालिसिस और नीड को मीट करेंगे हम, तभी ये जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं और जो इंडस्ट्री है और जो इनोवेटर्स हैं, इनका जब एक सिंक्रोनाइजेशन में काम होगा, तभी जाके हम रिजल्ट पा सकते हैं. तो ये सेमिनार एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है, हमारे MGMI चैप्टर ने जो ऑर्गेनाइज किया है. इस पे सभी लोगों का एक दूसरे से मिलना, नीड ऑफ द सोसाइटी को एसेस करना और कुछ इनोवेटिव कर पाना, अगर कुछ हम कर पाते हैं तो ये इस आयोजन की सार्थकता को प्रूव करेगा। मैं ज़्यादा समय नहीं लेते हुए, जैसे आप समझते हैं कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में भी काफ़ी काम हुआ है। अब इस नॉलेज को, इस स्किल को अगर हम सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड्स इंप्रूव करने में हम इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाएँ, जो कि हमारा बेसिक नीड है, हम चाहते हैं कि सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड्स हमारी कंपनी में बढ़े। जैसा मेरा डीटी कोल इंडिया साहब से बात हो रहा था, MCMD CCL, that the number of accidents has increased, number of fatal accidents have increased by a big number, about 10 more than the last year in current year. So ये एक फील्ड है जहाँ पर हमको कुछ इनोवेशन करने की ज़रूरत है। हमारा वर्किंग का जो फाइन ट्यूनिंग है वो जितना बेहतर होगा, इसमें जहाँ पर हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का यूज कर सकते हैं, अगर करेंगे तो इसमें हमको जो हम चाहते हैं वो हम प्राप्त कर पाएंगे। तो फॉर दैट दिस academic institutions, R&D institutions and industry, they need to collaborate with each other and find out the solutions for the industry. कुछ चीज़ें जैसे इलेक्ट्रिक हाइड्रोजन पावर्ड सरफेस माइनर के फील्ड में हमको जाना चाहिए। क्लीन कोल टेक्नोलॉजीज़ के क्षेत्र में हमें बहुत कुछ करने की आवश्यकता है। इलेक्ट्रिक हाइड्रोजन पावर्ड ट्रक्स वी नीड टू डेवलप, एंड application of video images and analytics in mining, these are the gray areas or the field of innovation which we should try. So we need to focus on many things are there. I don't want to take much time, but the message I want to give is that more and more collaboration between these institutions are required. The need of the nation and society and the environmental condition need to be assessed again and again, and innovations are required to be done and adopted. So these are the things we need to ponder upon, and I wish grand success to this MGI conference on conference cum exhibition on redefining Indian mining sector. I wish all the best. Thank you very much. Namaskar sabhi ko.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. And as always, sir, your address has always been inspiring for us. And sir, with your vision and encouragement, I can say that this conference cum exhibition has been a success. And with all the technical session, we'll try to do our best, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the moment where we release our MGMI souvenir and e-souvenir. The MGMI souvenir consists of all the technical papers, our messages and advertisement of our partners, which will serve as a reference and guidance for adopting the outcomes in the future. And for this, for a team, we wish to express our deep gratitude to all those who have contributed to this publication. Please give a big round of applause for yourselves and all your partners who are there for this conference cum exhibition. I can say your dedication to research, your relentless curiosity and unwavering commitment of bringing new technologies and innovation are what has made this achievement possible. So, may I request our dignitaries on the stage to release the MGMI souvenir and the e-souvenir, which is there in the pen drive, for the release, sir. Please give a big round of applause. All the articles, the messages. The MGMI souvenir and the e-souvenir, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir.
Indeed, the launch of these souvenirs are unforgettable and memorable moment for all of us. Now we would like to honor our keynote speakers by presenting them a token of appreciation, for which I request respected CMD MCL to please present a token of appreciation to our guest of honor seated on the dais. Sir, I request you to kindly present a memento as a token of appreciation first to Dr. P.S. Mishra, sir, CMD SCCL. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir. Again, you are requested to present the memento to Dr. B. Veera Reddy, sir, DTCIL. Thank you, sir. Sir, you are again requested to present the memento to Shri Mukesh Chaudhary, sir, Director Marketing CIL. Presentation of memento to Shri Mukesh Chaudhary, sir, Director Marketing CIL. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I again request you to present the memento to Professor Arvind Kumar Mishra, sir, Director CSIR, SIMFA. थैंक यू सर. सर पुनः आपसे अनुरोध है कि आप श्री अजय कुमार सर से
Thank you very much. Mr. O.P. Singh Sahab is my college senior and it's my honor and privilege to receive this from him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Respected CMD MCL is again requested to present the memento to Shri Ajay Kumar sir, Director Technical PND CMPGI. थैंक यू सर. सर पुनः अनुरोध है आपसे कि आप श्री SP सिंह सर, डायरेक्टर टेक्निकल PNP NCL को एक मेमेंटो से अप्रिशिएट करें सर प्लीज़. थैंक यू सो मच सर. Now may I request Shri Arvind Kumar Singh sir, GM Mining and Secretary MGMI Odisha branch to kindly present a memento as a token of appreciation to Shri O.P. Singh sir, CMD MCL. Presentation of memento to Shri O.P. Singh sir, CMD MCL. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Shri P.B. Reddy, sir, GM Basundhara area, on the stage and request him to kindly present a memento as a token of appreciation to Shri Keshav Rao, sir, DP MCL. Presentation of memento to Shri Keshav Rao, sir, DP MCL. थैंक यू सर. अब मैं बुलाना चाहूँगी श्री A.K. धल सर, GM जगन्नाथ एरिया, कि वे स्टेज पर आकर श्री P.K. पटेल सर, CVO MCL को एक मेमेंटो से सम्मानित करें. श्री A.K. धल सर, GM जगन्नाथ एरिया on the stage for presenting the memento to श्री P.K. पटेल सर, CVO MCL. धन्यवाद सर. I would like to invite now Shri Sanjay Kumar Jha sir, GM Lakhanpur area, on the stage for presenting the memento as a token of appreciation to Shri J.K. Bora sir, Director Technical Operation MCL. Shri S.K. Jha sir, GM Lakhanpur area, on the stage for presenting the memento to Shri J.K. Bora sir, Director Technical Operation MCL. Thank you, sir. Now I would request Shri K.S. Singh, sir, GM on the stage for presenting the memento to Shri A.K. Behura sir, DF MCL. Presentation of memento to Shri A.K. Behura sir, Director Finance, MCL. Thank you, sir. Now may I request Shri A.K. Pandey sir, GM PNP, कि वे कृपया श्री A.S. बापट सर, DT PNP MCL को एक मेमेंटो से सम्मानित करें. Presentation of memento to Shri A.S. बापट sir, Director Technical PNP MCL.
धन्यवाद सर। इस प्रारंभिक सत्र के अंत में अब मैं ससम्मान आमंत्रित करूंगा MGMI उड़ीसा शाखा के वाइस चेयरमैन एवं MCL के निर्देशक तकनीकी योजना एवं परियोजना श्रीमान A.S. बापट साहब को कि वे आएँ और इस सत्र के लिए हमारे सभी गणमान्य अतिथिगण व सभी को धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करें। आदरणीय A.S. बापट साहब।
नमस्कार। आदरणीय PM प्रसाद साहब, चेयरमैन CIL, मंच पर उपस्थित OP सिंह साहब, CMD MCL, श्री PS मिश्रा साहब, CMD SACL, डॉक्टर B वीरा रेड्डी, DT CIL, CMD CCL and Chairman MGMI, श्री मुकेश चौधरी, Director Marketing Coal India, Professor A.K. Mishra, Directors CSRI, then FDs of MCL, Director PND CMPDI, Director Technical NCL. Of the dais, professors from institutes, all dignitaries present, delegates from different subsidiaries. A very good evening. Good morning to all, and I thank you for joining in this conference cum exhibition on redefining the Indian mining sector, transforming through industry, institute, innovators collaboration. It is with immense pleasure that I stand before you today to deliver the vote of thanks. First of all, I want to express my deep gratitude to all our distinguished speakers, delegates, exhibitors, and the participants who have gathered here today. Your presence and active participation will make this event a grand success. Your insights, experience, expertise will add value to this and the further discussions which are going to take place in further sessions. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to our keynote speakers in the first session and the panelists who will be sharing their profound knowledge and experience in the next coming sessions. We also want to express our sincere thanks to our exhibitors, sponsors, who have played a pivotal role to make this event possible, and their support is very much valuable for us. They are depicting diverse range of exhibits and showcasing the developments that are taking place. I would like to have a big round of applause to the organizing committee, event staff, volunteers, and those who have continuously been working, hard-working throughout the last 1 week. I will like to have special thanks to all the participants who are actively present here and will be engaged in the further discussions. At the last, but not the least, I am thankful to everyone who is directly and indirectly involved in this seminar for its success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude our inaugural ceremony of the conference and moving for the inauguration of exhibition organized by MGMI Odisha branch. This is an exhibition of latest technologies, ideas, and much more. So I would request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly inaugurate this exhibition installed outside the auditorium in lawn area. MCL, MGMI team is requested to kindly escort our dignitaries for the exhibition inauguration. And I also request all others to please join the dignitaries in the inauguration session of the exhibition. After the inauguration of exhibition, we shall take a small coffee break and reassemble in half an hour for the technical sessions. The authors of the technical sessions are requested to submit their PPTs with the technical team of MGMI MCL. The coffee is arranged in the glass house, which is adjacent to this hall, next to this room.
Once again, the presenter requested to give their PPTs to the computer area that is at the left side and my right side of the auditorium. Those who have not submitted, you're once again requested to please submit.
Please enjoy the exhibition and the refreshment, and please reassemble in half an hour for the technical sessions. Thank you.
Hello. So the inauguration of the exhibition area has been done by our dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, total 40 papers were received from different institutes. Total 16 numbers of stalls have been in the exhibition area. First, it is the Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, then CMPDIL, then Garuda Yuv, UCTL, Goti Sheel, Zinoy, Kalinga Commercial Corporation Limited, Deepak Fertilizers, CHRP, System Department of MCL Headquarters on Cyber Security, Global Coal and Mining Private Limited, Sandvik, Bidal, Tesmec, Propel, and KK Associates. As we can see, our dignitaries are now at the UCTL stall. The presenters from the stalls are explaining what they have come with, different startups, innovations to our dignitaries.
Now we can see our dignitaries are moving to the stall number 5 of Goti Sheel Technologies. There are many other stalls of Kalinga Commercial Corporation Limited, Deepak Fertilizers, CHRP, System Department MCL Headquarter, Global Coal and Mining Private Limited, Sandvik, Bidal, Tesmec, Propel, and KK Associates. A good interaction is going on with the dignitaries and the Goti Sheel Technologies representatives.
एक सूचना है कि हमारे जो भी एग्जिबिटर्स या डेलीगेट्स जो यहाँ पे पधारे हैं, उनमें से अगर किसी को वॉशरी विजिट में जाना हो, लखनपुर वॉशरी विजिट का कल का हमारा कार्यक्रम है, तो जो भी डेलीगेट्स या हमारे जो भी एग्जिबिटर्स हैं, जो भी वॉशरी के विजिट में जाना चाहते हैं, कृपया किसी भी हमारे रजिस्ट्रेशन काउंटर में अपना नाम एंट्री करा लेंगे।
ठीक ठीक। हेलो, ठीक ठीक।
हेलो, आवाज़ गूंज रहा है अभी। सभी के लिए एक बार फिर मैं सूचित कर दूं कि जो भी हमारे डेलीगेट्स और जो भी हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स और एग्जिबिटर्स जो लखनपुर वॉशरी जाना चाहते हैं, कृपया अपना नाम बाहर रजिस्ट्रेशन काउंटर में अपना नाम अंकित करा दें। हेलो, एक बार फिर मैं आप लोगों को सूचित कर दूं कि हमारे जो भी डेलीगेट्स, एग्जिबिटर्स, पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो भी लखनपुर वाशरी देखना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए हम लोगों ने यहाँ व्यवस्था की है, तो कृपया आप हमारे या तो रजिस्ट्रेशन काउंटर में या फिर हमारे कंट्रोल रूम में अपना नाम अंकित करा दें। साथ ही साथ मेरा आग्रह जो है, जो टेक्निकल सेशन 2 के जो ऑथर्स हैं जिनके पेपर्स आज यहाँ पढ़े जाने हैं, कृपया आप अपना सॉफ्ट कॉपी हमारे टेक्निकल टीम को प्रोवाइड करेंगे। टेक्निकल सेशन 2 के हमारे जो ऑथर्स हैं, जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं, वो अपने पेपर सॉफ्ट कॉपी में हमारे टेक्निकल टीम को सबमिट करेंगे। एक सूचना है, एसबी बारिक साहब, इनका चश्मा कहीं गुम हो गया है ऑडिटोरियम में, तो कृपया जिनके पास भी बारिक साहब का चश्मा है, कृपया या मंच पे हम लोगों के पास जमा कर सकते हैं।